Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to My Tasting Music Sucks. I'm Keith, and I'm joined, as I am every week, by the great Christopher Icon as we sit down and talk about music, talk about albums that we either love or we think need more attention or that someone who listens to the show thinks need more attention. Either way, we just want to spotlight good music and get it out there. And of course, we want to thank Tyler Martin for facilitating the whole thing. This would not happen if it wasn't for Tyler. Uh, and we appreciate him immensely.
Look at that
So
home run putting
I did
Tyler
it,
over.
man. I did it.
Uh,
Woohoo!
this is it's kind of going to be an appropriate album, at least genre wise, because
Yeah,
I have had a very doom sludge type of week,
yeah.
and something hilarious happened in the middle of listening to this. I'm listening to it open-minded like we do all albums. I
Of
love this
course.
band. I'm listening to the first couple songs. I was, well, yeah, I haven't heard these in a while. I'm grooving. It's like, where's the ones that I'm remembering?
Mhm.
There's only two of them on this album.
Oh man.
So I had put all these years of loving this band and on a playlist basically of 7 songs, and only two of them are even on this album. And I realized like halfway through the process, and it's hilarious after that. So
Yeah.
anybody listening, if you want, there's another EP by these guys called Slightly Damaged. That's what I'm talking about. That's got all the good tracks on.
All your favorite tracks?
Yeah,
Let's
the
see.
ones I think are the good tracks on it, because this album is still good. It's
Yeah, I
just
enjoyed it.
the stuff that I remember and was looking for happened to be somewhere else. So the band I picked because I think you brought up Doom or Sludge, and I had the final song on this album stuck in my head. So I was
Right.
like, oh, let's do Borgo Pass. I remember, I love those guys. They got taken off Spotify like, I don't know, must have been 2 years ago. So I hadn't
Okay.
listened to them in 2 years. So this album is called Deadwater. I don't remember what year it came out, but
11,
wow,
2011.
wow. So it's a
What it
sludge
sounds
album.
like anyway, yeah.
They're from New York. I don't know how close they're.
Yeah, it's Baldwin, New York. I don't know where Baldwin, New York is,
Yeah,
honestly.
so that answers
Yeah.
that question.
Yeah.
Um, you
I
got
know
anything
Baldwinsville, but
about starting the album? Like, did you have any kind of setup, or was it just kind of normal for you?
yeah, well, I was just kind of chilling and listening to it. I looked into the band a little bit, and a lot of it focused on the fact that they were blues heavy and kind of sound a little bit like Black Label Society. I saw that a few times. I could see that.
On this
Uh,
album, for sure.
yeah, yeah,
Unfortunately, on the one that you guys didn't get to hear, not at all. It's
yeah.
better sounding. It's more cohesive. It has more edge to it. I personally think the EP is just a great album compared to some of the songs that are on this one.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing with me, like I love Doom. Like I'm
Yeah.
not, but I'm really heavily into like blues rock and blues
Mm,
metal.
obviously, we
So,
do.
yeah, so this might have been the right introduction for me because I
Cool.
mean, I'm listening to this and to me it sounds like, groove metal, like Corrosion of
Oh yeah,
Conformity.
yeah. That's
Uh, Yeah, the Sound of White Noise album
yeah.
by Anthrax. I heard that. I heard some Blackstone Cherry. Like,
I
I
happen to
think,
like the guy's vocal delivery, like
yeah,
one of those singers with the emotion in his voice.
yeah, yeah.
And yeah, okay, so let's get into it then. The first song,
Sure.
Rotted Chain, I have heard because I
Yeah.
have this album on an MP3. Well, it's a phone set up as an MP3 player, but unfortunately, I have so many songs. It's like Borgo Pass track one, and that led
Right.
to the problem. So I have heard this song, which is fine. This is just a good sludge
Yeah.
introduction. I'm like, okay, it's not grabbing me like I remember, but yes, it's still good sludge. I like the tone, I like the bass.
Yep.
And then
Yeah,
about halfway into it, like this change or breakdown.
they do that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. But this is the first time I noticed it, like really listening to it in this song, or yeah, for this song. And it preface now, I had a hard time getting into the right headspace to listen to the album. So I'm distracted. I'm not at all um, fired up to be creative.
Right.
And then this lyric hits, and for some reason, it's just that instant spark. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. And it
Yeah.
was, I don't know why. I don't know if it was just the delivery of it and how he was enunciating it. How if it's one of those lines that are kind of like sound
Yeah.
doom or depressing, but might actually not be. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
And this is right out the gate, so I'm like, at this point, ah, good. So the line is, I gave you laughter from the pain, I
Hmm.
gave you shelter from the rain, and you gave me solace from the shame.
Right. Right. Right.
It's not overtly lyrical, but the combination of what they did with the music for the breakdown and the way he chose to deliver it, I
Yeah.
was like, oh, here we go. Let's get into this.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so I thought right away, like it started out with big heavy riff, which I like, you know. The vocals were aggressive, emotional, you know, they reminded me of John Bush quite a bit. So,
Yeah, I could see
um,
that. Yeah.
yeah. And I was listening to the song and it was kind of like how a relationship can be reframed in hindsight, I think. You know,
Yeah.
that seemed to be kind of the theme of the song. It's like I came in there and did all these things for you, and then you kind of helped me, and now somehow I'm the villain in this story. Was kind of how it ended up. You know, but he's also sort of recognizing that he's the villain. Like he says, he held her there with a rotted chain.
Hmm.
You know,
You're
so
kind
it's
of touching
yeah,
on something that I noticed later too that I might as well just say now.
yeah,
The singer, the way he chooses to tell his story or whatever, he's really good at putting the different intentions on almost the same words. So you're like, no, you have to go, now, wait a minute. What did he mean that time around? It'll
right,
sound
sure,
like the same delivery to it, but it'll be a different actual word, and it changes the perspective in a neat way. He
yeah,
does it a lot, and it's really, really cool the ways would that be weaving plot lines in a 5 minute song.
sure, sure, sure. That is one thing too. Like you said, the 5 minute song. Most of these songs are 5 6 minutes. These are long songs, but they don't
Yeah.
really. They have a lot of parts,
Hmm.
which I noticed too. Um, Almost all the songs have like a really heavy part and then kind of a slower part, and then not all in
Yeah.
the same order, but and then a part that kind of grooves. So
Right.
it's interesting
I
how they do
think
that.
right at the beginning here, at least for me, since I know about some other songs and some, is it fair to say some more lived up to potential
Yeah,
or
sure.
crazy ass cat? At this point, I'm like, yeah, I get it. We're just marching in, but it's I can tell why people were saying, I don't know, it's lost its edge. I'm like, oh, it's good doom, it's good sludge, but where's that, I don't know, that intangible that I like to try to talk about that I never really can. It's
Yeah,
not quite there yet.
yeah. I mean, I think the songs don't necessarily move. You know,
Yeah,
if that
you
makes
hit on it.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
like they
missing
don't.
that life, that
Right.
groove life that this
Right.
genre is known for having.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you listen to like, I keep on thinking stoner bands. I'm trying to think of like a band that's like genuinely doom, like that I listen to. I think I listen to more crossover stuff because Cathedral's considered doom, but Cathedral, they play so fast.
Yeah.
Like it's weird that they're considered a doom metal band because they're maybe it's because of their themes. I don't know, but
Yeah, now that you mention it, I find it kind of hard to place what else is doom metal that I listen to.
right, right. I'm trying to think.
I
Like,
think I may have an answer that we could actually do the album if we wanted because it's a
sure,
band from Indianapolis called Devil to Pay.
okay,
They're like, actually, I might be able to sell them to you real quick without derailing the whole thing because the way
yeah,
the music, they're like this, it's doomer and whatever, but
right,
they've got a little bit more of that stoner swagger. Let's bring in the,
Mhm.
the
Yeah, yeah,
real,
yeah,
like,
sure,
not quite jam band out.
right,
They're
right.
called Devil to Pay. I think you would dig it.
I feel like I may have heard them,
Okay.
honestly. Yeah, I'd have to check Spotify, but I feel like I've heard that band before.
Yeah. I'll make a note and we'll possibly sell it as we go on
All right,
through
cool.
playing this.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
it'll
yeah.
spark that mood or whatever.
Yeah.
This second song, Burning Breath,
Yeah.
and like I said, I'm just not into it. So I'm still having a hard time just really, really getting into this song. There's another one that I didn't really remember. I was like, all right, cool. And I'm listening. It's a good song. It's sludging along. The bass is doing what it's supposed to.
Right.
But again, I know some other stuff coming up, and I'm just like, where is it? Where's the hook?
Yeah, yeah,
And a couple things are going on with that line of thought. That's why I said I have to talk about it like a story. One, it's not fair to the band that I'm not actually giving it the 100% that it deserves.
yeah, yeah.
And it's interesting because it's my ADHD brain that did it.
Right.
And
It's all
then
your
there's a
fault.
break. Yes. And then while I'm thinking all this and just kind of struggling through it, there's that neat little breakdown.
Right, there is. Yeah,
And
yeah,
there's actually two of them in this song. And I think that as a structure, not gimmick, but tool,
yeah.
sold the song on to me. Like suddenly after hearing that first breakdown, I was paying attention again. I'm like, I like this.
Um,
It grooves. This is more what I was looking for. And then it kicked back in and I'm distracted again, squirrel. And then toward the end, there's that second breakdown. And I'm like, oh,
right.
there's the vibe I'm looking for out of this type of music.
Yeah. So it's funny because for me, right, like
Mm,
it's I heard like it started with like this really funky groove, kind of reminded me of Volbeat a little bit, like the
I could see
bass
that.
and
Yeah.
the yeah, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be nice. And then they started doing the weird time shifts, like the two
Mm.
different time shifts, and I was like, oh, where did that go? Because I was looking forward to like Seal the Deal, or something like I thought it was gonna lock in. So, but I
Is
did I
that more
did
the pop in Volbeat? Like
yeah,
not really. It's where it moves out of. Man, I don't know. Any music genre you want to say, oh, this is Doom. Okay, name me a
right,
band in it. Crowbar. Sure, but technically
yeah.
they're sludge, stoner, metal.
Yeah, it's all hybrid genres
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, bands like doom metal. I
Hmm.
think doom metal is there's doom elements in a lot of stoner rock.
Yeah.
There's black metal and doom metal kind of crossover, and I'm not really a big fan of that. But it's just straight doom, like a band like Trouble. I don't know if those bands are around anymore. You know, I don't know. I mean,
The straight Doom thing.
yeah. Trouble
Maybe
used
and
to be
maybe
good.
not. For me, this whole almost the whole sound that you would go Doom, heavy stoner,
Yeah.
um that's it really is kind
Yeah.
of owned either in my mind or whatever by this triangle of bands. You got Sabbath,
Sure.
duh,
Yeah.
and then right after that, for me, you have Down from,
Yeah.
I love that first Down album.
Okay. He's doing
That
something
is
else now, right? Oh, he's the singer for
Pantera.
yes.
He's in Pantera and Super Joint Ritual and
Okay.
it, that album came out in 96 and it's just nothing like it. Or it was so good that being my introduction to this genre, it set
Yeah.
bar. And in all honesty, nothing else is ever even, to me, that, of course, Sabbath get all the credit because they,
Right, 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 right.
but to me, that First Down album, NOLA, is the ultimate example of this genre. Nothing else
Interesting.
will ever even go near it. That's how good. I used to joke that I think that album is so good that
Mhm.
babies should be smacked on the ass with it and given it to listen to as they grow through life.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And it's we'll have to get back to this. It's actually a super group
Mhm.
from New Orleans, which is
Right.
kind of the Seattle, I guess, is the reference of Doom. They've got
Yeah.
a
Well,
scene down there.
New Orleans is an interesting musical. I mean, they've got a deep history of jazz and blues and swing and doom and
Have you ever been?
honestly, no, dude, I would
I
love to
have.
go to New Orleans. What's it like? I bet it's amazing down there.
I loved it, of course. The
Yeah,
experience of it, I briefly touched on, so we won't really get into it. But I
yeah,
got to go down there and really feel a little bit of that, whatever that city has, which is what you're trying to get at. So I got to
yeah.
feel it. So I enjoyed it. We loved the restaurants and
Right, sure.
walking around and visiting everything. As far as the really, really cool quote culture stuff,
Yeah.
yeah, we did a couple haunted things. I told you the story about going up to Anne Rice's house and then
Yes.
finding out
Yes.
later that she's the type of person that,
Well, come on in.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Very cool.
I loved it, but I love New Orleans. I love the way it looks. I love the lo I since I was young, I've just been obsessed with everything about that city. So
Yeah.
unbiased. And then Katrina,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
me, ruined it
Yeah.
because it did this weird thing, and I don't know if listeners, whoever they be, will get this or notice it. Obviously, it tore things up. It tore siding off, and it tore the ivy, and
Yeah.
it tore
Yeah.
the old graffiti. And they did rebuild those things, but they look new.
Sure.
And it
Sure.
did something. And I've only seen it. I've not actually been back, but it did
Right.
something with my perception where it's like
Hmm.
it turned it into Disney in my mind.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, well, we'll get back to this, but I am a big Harry Connick Jr. fan.
Yeah, we've touched on
I
that.
dig him, man. And there was a specialty he did right after Katrina where he was walking through New Orleans
Hmm.
and just kind of like talking about all the great spots where all the musicians played and it was they so they were sort of honoring the spirit of it. He's like, we're gonna come back. The city's gonna come back. But it
Hmm.
was also really sad, like that everything was gone.
Hmm.
And I don't know, man. It seemed like to me it seemed to me like the spirit of it was still there just from that special. I don't know like what actually
Right.
happened afterwards, but
I think they were trying to say, don't worry, it will come back because a lot of these places geographically, we've kind of hinted on it or hit on it pretty much with mentioning Seattle and a couple of the more known areas that have sounds. There's
yeah,
something there. So hopefully this what I think looks like a Hollywood facade or for some reason it's just a placeholder. And
yeah,
whatever's going on, whatever made that area special is still there, like you said. It's probably, man, like we talk about vibrations and music being in everything. It's probably in the
yeah,
soil, it's in the blood of the people, it's in the, they say objects have memories. So
yeah,
every object down there, if that's true, that whatever magic of New Orleans, it's still there. It's
yeah,
just we
definitely.
don't blow ourselves up. And that's another thing about a Doom album. We're kind of talking about, no, there's still hope,
Yeah,
but don't forget we could blow this. It's coming. Like the
yeah,
Doom sometimes can be just that dark cloud. And it's not like you're going to die, death is good. It's just
Right.
don't forget it's coming. So
Right. The
do the
death is
thing.
good stuff to me
Yeah.
is more like black metal than doom metal.
Yeah.
You know? To me, doom metal is like a feeling. It's the
Yeah.
big, heavy riffs and the,
Right.
you know,
Well, the word alone, right, is one of these, like we're trying to explain these words that don't just mean like the word stop means stop. We're not messing
yeah,
around, that's stop. But
yeah.
doom can kind of be interpretive. If I
Hmm.
said, if I'm freaking out, right, panicked, everything, I'm like, Keith, doom is coming, doom is coming.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
fuck, right, doom, but
yeah.
that doesn't necessarily mean death, or
Right, right.
it could be
It's just
Doctor Doom.
it's feeling. Right. It
Yeah.
could be the Legion of Doom. Either one.
Ah, yeah.
Could
So
be the Road Warriors or
it's
Lex
kind of
Luthor and
neat
his
that we're
buddies.
sitting right here at this kind of teasing fun subject because the
Yeah.
next song is called Atheist,
Right. Yeah.
which is so appropriate for the genre.
Yeah.
And since I'm having an experience, I'm like, oh, haha, because I used to be an atheist and pretty militant about it. And I
Yeah.
know,
Sure.
I love this subject of why religion and why. So I'm like, all right, this will be fun. Let this
Yeah.
band tell me, are they going to make a statement? This is why we're an atheist.
Right.
So now I'm fired back up again. I'm like, all right, let's listen here for a statement. And it starts, and I'm like, all
Did
right.
you did you hear anything religious in the song? Yeah. Yeah.
Just in ways where the word he is using is vaguely that you would just vaguely,
Yeah.
honestly. It
I
wasn't what I
felt.
was expecting. It wasn't like any kind of
Yeah. I
statement.
Right. I felt more like they were saying atheist as in non-believer, like in general, not
Yeah,
necessarily a non-believer in God, but just someone who doesn't believe in
yeah.
shit. You
That's
know?
what I thought
So,
too. And
yeah,
just neat, clever wordplay.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
was like, oh, okay, I kind of like that. It's a neat thing to do in the Doom genre. It's still
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Doom, but and then that thing happens. That trippy,
Which one?
toward the end,
Yeah,
there's this like, I don't even know. It's just trippy. And I loved it. I was
yeah,
like, going along with the song and thinking it out. And then that hits, and I'm like, oh, here we go. What is this? And it's just this fun, trippy
right.
kind of another breakdown, I guess is how you would put it. They're
Yeah,
real
yeah.
good
But there's like a
for
psychedelic moment.
they like to
Um,
use their breakdown instead of doom breakdowns are usually like chung chung chung
right,
chung
right.
like
Yeah,
down down down. They're using it more for like expressive breakdowns or express emotions in the breakdown instead of
yeah,
doom doom doom.
yeah,
Even though they do that march that doom has, that chung chung chung,
yeah,
they're choosing to sing about some different kind of things than the typical Doom record. And I'm liking it. I like the mix up, or I'm sorry, I like the change up of this trippy kind of part of the song. I thought it was really
yeah,
cool, it was really inventive and refreshing at this point. And we're only three songs in.
yeah. Are you familiar with Strap It On, the first Helmet record?
Oh, not like 100%, but yeah, I know Helmet. They're
Okay. So the opening of this song, the menacing like bass, and then other stuff kind of joins it in the build of it,
right.
reminded me of that album.
Helmet are so underrated
Oh
as
God,
far as
yes.
when it comes to bands.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, and
It
I think part of it is because the actual band Helmet. I
can't stay
mean,
together.
yeah, exactly. It's just Page Hamilton, and now I mean it's like Page Hamilton and a computer. It's just like
Yeah, but if we don't talk about what Helmet came,
yeah,
they're
yeah,
still underrated. If you like
yeah.
this
No,
kind of riffy hook, just
yeah, dude. So to me, and I have some of their stuff, but to
right.
me, Strap It On is just brutal. Their first album, it's just fucking in your face, and
That's fair,
brutal,
yeah.
yelling, and then Meantime is where they defined it, and
They bring in the
Meantime,
art.
beautiful
They
album.
bring in their
Yeah, yeah.
art.
Meantime is so good. And then after that, I mean, they'd make some good songs here and there,
You shut your
but
dirty
it's just
hot
true,
take
dude. Like they
at
peaked
the
with their second album. They did. They peaked with their second album, dude. And I'm not saying the other
Betty.
stuff is bad, like at all, but I'm just saying, like,
Betty? Is that the name of that
yeah,
album?
Betty's good. Betty's weird.
It's an underrated great album.
No, I mean I like it. Yeah, it's weird as shit. Like,
It's
but
you know how everybody got really excited about when the Smashing Pumpkins, who have a formula, did what was the double album that was all
oh, the
experimental
Infinite
and
Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, was that the double album?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then everybody got all excited. Oh, that's an artistic expression of them.
Oh crap! Did you freeze,
And most
man?
of it was just
Oh,
filler and noise and whatever. Helmet
yeah,
did the exact same thing. Talk about talking with my hands. Yeah. So everybody kind of drew notice to, oh, look what they did. They made this airy.
yeah.
Helmet already did that with Betty. And then people were like, man, Helmet made Betty and they're pooping on it. And my honest
No,
opinion, I think it's a sneaky, great
no,
album.
I like it, dude. I like throwing punches.
I do too.
You know, I think the fact that they wrote "Like I Care," that's like a fucking radio single. Like the fact that they wrote that song, or
Yeah.
Paige Hamilton wrote that song. I mean, that's amazing, dude. Like, so I'm not shitting on Helmet's later stuff
Most
at
people
all.
really are, when it comes to, which is why I was able to admit, I know it's kind of a hot take.
Yeah,
Most people, I feel like, when it comes to discussing Helmet, just, oh, I loved Helmet. They're metal and they're drunk. And
yeah.
then Betty. And it's,
Ah, dude, that's just people not having a.
yeah.
If you don't like Betty, but you like Angel Dust,
No, you
you
know what?
I mean, because
I bet you just don't. It's a different,
yeah. Well, no, but I'm
that,
saying Angel Dust is the weirdest Faith No More record.
oh, yeah.
Faith No
It
More is a
ties
weird fucking
in,
band, and Angel Dust is the weirdest fucking album they've ever done. And it's just like sometimes bands do weird stuff, and you
it
have to
ties into what we're
go along with
always
the ride.
talking about subjective and
Yeah,
experience when listening
yeah,
because you and I are giant nerds.
yeah,
So we're like, yay, Angel Dust. But we
yeah. I
know
love that album.
some people that are every bit, let's say, close to music lovers as us, and they'll
Yeah,
go, Angel Dust? That it's loud junk noise weird. I sort of used to now I'm stepping on I almost said stepping on my own dick, but
yeah,
now I'm gonna have to make fun of myself.
yeah.
I came to Faith No More later in life
Okay,
for funny reasons.
okay.
Evidently, my buddy Mark, who I talk about a bunch, we've been friends
Yeah.
since we were younger, thought I looked like Mike Patton from the X
Interesting.
and never let it go. Never let it
Nice.
go. And he's a
Nice.
huge, huge Faith No More Mike Patton fan. So it's not an
Yeah.
insult. It
Right.
was to
Sure.
me because I didn't get it. So
Yeah.
I just, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And then after a while, and I mean years,
Yeah.
being his friend, I'd hear, oh gosh, name any of the songs you really like, Zombie Eaters.
Right. Right.
And then I heard that live. It's from,
The Brixton Hall or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it just, for some reason, I don't know if it's what we were getting at time in my life, whatever was going on, but
Yeah.
that just,
Well, I mean, they played the Nestle theme at that show, so
yeah,
that dude,
I just, that's when I got it.
it's so good. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
I
that's the
mean,
imagination part of the music too. Some people, for whatever reason, imagination isn't as crazy as mine or doesn't shoot off in the same direction. So for them, maybe, even though I don't see it, not to crap on Taylor Swift or Bono like I always do, but maybe for their fans, it's the same thing. To me, I'm like, it's
Yeah.
pop, empty, and they're like, what? No, the way Taylor
Right.
pronounces,
Enunciates her eyes. Whatever. Yeah.
and the whole time, and I think that's that fun music snob kind of thing, kind of
Yeah.
swagger that we talk about too. Because you want to be like,
I
okay,
mean,
you're
yeah.
obviously, I don't know, a Philistine. I'm
Yeah.
the, it's just how it all weaves through everything. I think is neat, and I end up talking
Yeah.
about it all the time.
Yeah. 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 I mean, dude, I like Taylor Swift because I like the way that she tells stories, and I like the way that she lays out simple emotions, dude, in a way that people can understand. You know, she and I mean, I don't know, and her song structure is she's a craftsman. You know, I mean, that's the thing. Like she makes these little perfect 3 minute songs. I'm just like, I don't know, dude. I like Taylor Swift, so.
I don't
And
at
I
all.
have, like, ever since she was what, 15 in cut off jean shorts with her big old guitar. Like, I've liked her Teardrops on My Guitar. I love that fucking song, dude.
I don't
It's,
know.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
She's reached that point of that weird. uh,
Yeah, I couldn't tell you anything that she's put out. Well, I have Folklore, and I really like that album. And that album only sold well because it was a Taylor Swift album, because people were like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
But do you know about that album? Like, she went to like a cabin in the woods for her. I'm sure it was a
Oh, you
really
mean
nice cabin.
she
Yeah.
pretended to be a real artist for an
Yeah, yeah.
album
She
and the
went to
people lapped it up like a bunch of bull.
yeah, yeah. She went to a cabin in the woods and drank wine with some artist who she really admired. I don't remember his
Uh-huh.
name. And they made an album together.
Now,
And
look at
I
Taylor.
thought it was good.
To me, that all sounds like bullshit
I feel you, dude.
because I look at Taylor Swift and I'm like,
And
that
that cabin, I've seen pictures. That was
is a
not a
puppet.
cabin in the woods.
That's a
It was,
puppet.
yeah,
That's a, and I don't know why yeah, I do. It's because it's fun and I like fun conspiracies and all that. But I'm like,
yeah,
if that weird Manchurian candidate pop star thing is real, it's that
yeah,
bitch. And I
yeah.
don't know why. It's
I don't
something
know,
weird that
dude.
happens with people. This happened with a famous wrestling
Okay,
with me that you'll get.
okay.
I don't like Michael PSAs. Never have, never
Interesting.
will. He creeps me out on a
Hmm.
subconscious, it, I can't tell you why level.
I,
Red flags,
as
all
a
the red
kid,
flags. Child molester, rapist. He's none of these things. I'm not
yeah,
making
yeah.
accusations. But for some reason, everything about Michael P.S. Hayes makes me go, Spidey senses, danger,
Funny.
creep.
As a kid, I based a bunch of my personality on Michael Hayes.
I know, we talked about it
I
before.
thought he was fucking so awesome. I was just like,
I could see how you do,
like,
right?
man.
But I don't. For me, it's like, anyway,
Yeah. Yeah,
those
I don't
these
know,
are
dude.
all
I
kind
think,
of doom heavy themes too, so we're not
yeah.
too far in the weeds.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's so what were we on
We're
track
getting there,
3?
yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, I did want to mention the guitar solo in that on that song.
Oh yeah.
On Atheist. Great guitar solo. Great freaking
There,
solo.
man, the I don't want to say there's no soloing on the guitar because that's not necessarily true,
Yeah,
but
but
it's not really like you're not gonna get that big uh man, you know what? I don't think guitar solo is really that much of a feature in Doom.
right, right. They usually will do some soloing over the riff, but as far as like a spot for the guitar to kind of show off, that was why I mentioned it, because it's one of the few like just pure, metal guitar solos on the album. So that's why I mentioned it. I thought it sounded really good. So
Yeah, I like that kind of thing. That band I was trying to sell to you earlier, Devil to Pay. They're real good about doing that, but the way
yeah,
they do it different than what Borgo Pass is doing here. Um, it's bigger. Like they have two, is it two, just two or three? I think it's just two guitar
yeah,
players, and they're both very good. So they take
Okay.
turns. One guy will maybe be doing your rhythm and your riff building, still having
Right.
fun with it, but that's what he's building. The other guy will be doing like some Skinner-esque soloing and guitar
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
playing, and which is a not extended, like a glossed up, like a version of what they're doing, what you're speaking about. So I really think, I guess what I'm trying to say, if you like that kind of dual guitar, one guy's building your riff, the other guy's building your quote solo
Yeah, yeah,
energy,
yeah, for sure.
it throws back to Devil to Pay because they do that in a big, loud, fun way that just really amplifies the sound, kind of like Sabbath and Skinner, that I think everybody would
Yeah.
enjoy.
Dude, are you familiar with the Brooklyn Casket Company?
I don't think so. Not sonically, but that name like sparks a weird little bell.
They are so they are doomy, I guess, but they go so much further with it than that. I love that band, dude. I love, yeah.
I'm
They have a
I am
song called
listening,
"Who Wants
so
to." They have a song called "Who Wants to Live Forever." It's like one of the best songs I've ever heard in my life.
uh,
I just love
yeah, I
it.
don't want to cheapen this for the audience. What I'm
Yeah,
doing, sorry guys, I'm an asshole. I'm Spotifying exactly the band Keith is telling me about.
Brooklyn Casket Company. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
because I'm definitely going to look into it.
yeah, dude. We should do a Brooklyn Casket Company album. Honestly.
All right, if we don't, we might just do it next if we don't talk
Okay.
about the other thing that's going to spin out of this interesting
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
So
So
again, people, what I'm talking about is at some point in this album, I realize I've robbed everybody of some great songs. It's no big deal. I mean, it is a big deal, but since I'm whatever me, I did it like a choose your own adventure in my notes. So I'm flipping between, remember, they don't know about Razor Line or they
yeah,
don't know about. So the fourth song on this album,
yeah,
again, I'm like, okay, this is another one I don't really know. So I push play and I'm like, all right. I
yeah,
start to notice no negative. This album is actually more positive move forward with determination. And I was like,
yeah,
oh,
sure.
I like that.
Right. Right.
And then there's a part about 2 minutes in, and I'm just like, hi, have you met Black Sabbath?
Yeah.
You know that meme? Have you ever seen the meme of it's like a big ass alligator and he's got his hand on somebody's doorbell and it says, do you have the time to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
I haven't seen
Or
that, but that's funny.
Godzilla. I'm sorry.
Our Lord Savior, that's even funnier.
And my first thought was, do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Black Sabbath?
It. There's so they do this thing on a bunch of these. It's an effect that they
Hmm.
put on like the bass and the guitar, and it reminds me of a Black Sabbath song, but I don't remember what the song is called. So that's not helping. But it's a
Because it's doing a thing Sabbath invented and didn't even know they invented.
yeah. I wish I. It's like a slower Sabbath song, but
Hmm.
it's when they make the instruments sound like they're underwater. That's the only way I can think about it.
I know the effect you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a
I
neat.
guess it's just really heavy reverb. I think I think that's all it is. But it's like when you put really heavy reverb on a guitar or on a bass, it has that underwater kind of
I feel
shimmery
like we should
sound.
text AJ from Rusty Ship and be like, hey, wait a minute. Do you guys know
Have you
about
heard
this
their new song?
sound?
They have a new single out.
I haven't listened to it just yet. Did you?
Huh. Yeah, I did. It's really
Did
good.
you
It's
like it?
very metal, dude. Yeah,
Oh, am I going to
it's
hear my
it's
boy get
heavier
after
than
it?
what the album that we reviewed was. Yeah, I dig it a
They're
lot.
um they're doing real good right now. I don't
Yeah.
know size of award shows, so I don't know what it means, but
Right.
seeing getting these awards and AJ's getting drummer awards, that's awesome.
Hell yeah. Yeah, good for them, man.
So we're back to our album. I'm still
Yeah.
having a hard time. I'm like, why isn't this grabbing me? So I don't have really anything else for the fourth
Yeah.
song.
Raised by Wolves. Sell Me Something Different. It's almost 6.5 minutes long. It's
Yeah.
a long song.
It
Um,
flips. It does that thing I was hinting at earlier too. It does that.
yeah, I think it. Oh man, did you freeze again? Give this a second and see if he comes back.
I'm there we go.
There we go. Hey, what's up, man?
Technical difficulties.
Indeed. So, yeah, I mean, it starts out like a big explosion, and then you get hit with a pummeling riff, and then it gets slow and doomy. Like it has all these different stages, which I guess with a song that's that long, you kind of
Right.
have to do different stuff. But yeah,
And that's all I was saying before the glitch is they do
yeah,
that perspective and stage shift thing that they've
yeah,
kind of played with a little bit, but now here, what you would call maybe the middle of the album, he's doing it a lot more. I still like it. I think it's cool how he sings half of a song and then will flip his own perspective and kind of review or reply to what he said. I think that's a neat
right,
little
right,
trick. We saw it in hip hop a lot. In Doom, I don't know if that's really something that gets done a bunch. I can't think of
yeah,
it off the top of my head. It's just a neat vocalist skill, trick, whatever you want to
yeah.
call it.
What's the Black Sabbath song? I'm sorry, because this is gonna bother me. I think it's something Caravan. Do they have a song?
Oh, that's
Because I
funny you
think
mentioned that
that's
because
the
I thought
song
of
that
the
I'm
same
thinking
song.
of.
It's called Planet Caravan.
Planet of a Caravan. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
That's the
Pantera
song.
cover it, and I thought the same thing, but I thought of
That's
the
the,
Pantera version.
yeah, yeah. So that's the song that I'm thinking of. They
Yep.
do the effect that's on the instruments in that song, even on Ozzy's voice in that song,
Hmm.
on this album a lot. They just, yeah, yeah, they use it a ton.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pantera cover that, and it's actually pretty
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I see. I am kind of a more recent convert to Pandera.
Right.
When I was a kid, I couldn't stand Phil Anselmo's voice. I thought he sounded like he was throwing up while he was
Yeah.
singing.
If you
Um,
don't understand or
yeah,
like Pantera, it just sounds like white trash, bully, and I
yeah,
mean sounds. I mean at a
yeah,
glance, if you don't understand and you're judging fast, that's
right,
what it sounds like.
right,
But that's
right,
not really what's going on.
right.
It's more
And
like,
yeah, and Cowboys from
let's
Hell was
move
the
forward.
first Pantera song I ever heard, and that song's stupid.
Well, I'm gonna. There's a lot going on for me
Yeah, yeah,
with that song.
yeah,
Fuck, now we got to get into that and that album.
yeah,
Um, I kind of agree.
yeah.
I get it for what they were trying to do, and there's some really neat stuff in it, some neat riffs, some neat, but it
Yeah, I was
kind
just
of,
thinking lyrically, it's just not, you know,
yeah. And then there's Cemetery Gates.
right, right, right.
I don't know. Personally, that song for me becomes very heavy and personal, so I
Sure,
think it's a great song.
sure.
Pantera fans agree, but as far as what the average listener or the rest of you guys or even you, I think the experience I'm getting ready to figure out how to tell will just make it to where it's not going to matter what anybody else thinks about it. For me, this is always going to be, I can't even listen to it, right?
Yeah,
It's not super important why the song got introduced a long time ago between me and somebody. But I think I have to tell the story. I'm sorry, anybody that knows me. It's a little dirty, but whatever. I had this, I already gave it away. I had this
hmm,
friend, a friend of a friend. She was cute. I was single. We meet. We're having a great time. We're getting along. Of course, we're drinking, being stupid, but nothing too bad.
yeah, yeah,
We start talking about Pantera and that song and the lyrics. It's
yeah,
so obvious, and I'm sorry this does sound dirty, but it's so obvious that her and I are, it's
yeah,
so half joking when it gets to, we're play arguing about I'm right, I'm right. I was like, fine, winner, whoever's right, loser, oral, something like that. I know I'm
yeah.
sorry, everybody, but
Hey, if you
and
won, then hell yeah.
I lost.
Oh,
So I
okay.
had
Well,
to,
still a good time.
and that was the that's how it led to that side of her and I's relationship. It
Yeah,
wasn't a very long relationship or anything like that, but she was a good person
yeah,
and she had her own set of troubles. Unfortunately, a handful of Christmases ago, she killed herself. So it's like there's
yeah,
so much going on with that song, not just some of it's the oral thing, what? I'm adult, who cares? And
yeah,
some of it is she was a good, genuine person. She was having what seemed like probably depression issues and
yeah,
insecurity issues and these things we all struggle with. But and you know as well as I do, a lot of these people that struggle with that, their personalities are usually so vibrant and so creative and
yeah,
so that's why the lows are so bad.
yeah.
And she was one of those that didn't hit that final low, whatever it was.
Right.
I'm good, not good. You're never good with it. I get it and I understand it and I can wrap my head around it. It's just
Yeah,
we were talking about Pantera and then that that album comes at up and I agree. It's okay. It's a good album. I see what Pantera are trying to do,
right.
but next when they became Pantera was
Vulgar
this
display of power. Yeah.
maybe the greatest, the number one metal album of all time.
Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Now
I
we
like
can break
this
it down
love.
and argue metal, right?
Yeah,
But if we're playing that game where we have a store and we have to keep our in genres,
yeah,
number one metal album of all time, Pantera, Fight Me.
dude. I don't know.
Playful way, of course, but no, seriously, everybody listening, I throw that gauntlet down. I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. You got the gist. If we do have to break it down into our basic categories, which I know are generic, but if we do that when it comes to metal, number one metal album of all time,
Man,
Pantera, vulgar display of power, dot, period, change my mind, fight me, whatever goofy meme you would like to add and engage me with this. Let's go. Let's figure it out.
I'm trying to think of what I would consider the number one metal album of all time.
We may have to get back to this album and kind of keep it flowing around in the back of our heads.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I mean, I want to say Among the Living.
you know what? Crap. I kind of put my own foot in my mouth because we do
Yeah,
have to consider early Metallica. You have to. You have to.
yeah. Well, Among the Living's Anthrax. I love Anthrax. Anthrax is my favorite metal band. So
Yeah, and I agree. Anthrax are one of the, what do they call them? The four pillars or whatever.
yeah, yeah, the thrash.
But
Yeah.
again, even in all fairness, I ask, okay, what are we going to judge? What's our criteria for the number one metal
Right.
record of all
Yeah.
time?
The first Clutch album is really fucking good.
Not metal.
Really? Oh, I mean, if Pantera's metal, how is Clutch not metal?
That's fair. What you just did there is fair.
Yeah, aren't they like pretty close, just with a cleaner vocalist?
Rock. I would hard
Hmm.
rock.
I don't know, man.
I don't know if I can give Clutch metal. Early, maybe some of the earlier stuff like Impetus and Shogun named Marcus. Some of that's
Yeah,
metal,
that's what I'm
but
talking about. I'm talking about Transnational Speedway League.
Speedway League and stuff.
Yeah, that's a great. That might be the
Nah,
best metal
they're
album.
still they're
Man,
still hard blues
holy
rock.
shit, dude.
They were just more aggressive.
I don't know. That's
But
something.
Clutch are legendary in
I
this
love Clutch.
genre, really.
Yeah.
They got some Doom stuff. They're
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
they're another band like I went on about Down. They're a standard
Yeah.
bearer, flag bearer for this genre.
Vision Purge is definitely a Doom song.
Yeah.
That's a
Clutch are
great
just
Doom.
one of those bands that Doom and blues and rock
Yeah.
and some pop and some ballads. They're just
Groove.
a
Yeah.
great rock band.
Yeah. I like Clutch a lot.
I think everybody does.
I hope so. If you don't like Clutch, reevaluate your taste.
That's a fair assessment because if you're
Yeah.
listening to us two idiots and you don't like Clutch, there's no chance you know us. No chance.
Right, right.
Everybody loves Clutch. Like,
Yeah, man.
we could play 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon with Clutch. I
Yeah,
bet, oh, this might, maybe not. I was gonna say, I bet if we ever get to see Miss Jen Christie live and take a moment of her time to introduce ourselves and say
yeah.
hello, she likes Clutch. But then I
I don't
thought
know.
about how kind of unique Miss Chris, how she is, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah, no,
yeah.
she might not know.
Yeah, she might not know who Clutch is,
Could
but
you imagine a show like this, but we get to sit somebody down like Jen and have her listen to some of this stuff that we love
yeah,
with the
yeah,
same kind of open mind? I'd be so
yeah.
curious to
That would be
hear what
interesting
some
stuff.
other people's first reactions are to this genre, to the style, to
Right. I think it's funny because you and I, like, it seems like we are really similar on what we like and don't like about the albums and stuff. It's crazy because we didn't even talk about like our musical taste or any of that shit. But it's
no.
like we just did it.
It
And
was
it's
just like, hey, thing, do it. And I was like,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's
Part of that
interesting how it
plays
worked out.
part of that plays into today's experience too. There's that part of us. There's that performer kind of storyteller with our
Yeah.
bodies kind of thing that is also part of the music.
Mhm.
Because I was trying to get in the mood while doing some chores, so I'm headphones on, trying to
Yeah.
catch whatever that groove is. Like back in the day, who cares if people get embarrassed to say it? I'll still dance around in the.
Dude, I
I'll
was
pretend I'm
listening to
playing the song and acting all swingy and walk up and annoy Jesse with it. I don't
yeah.
care anymore. You know what I mean? I'm trying
Yeah.
to get in that groove
I
of
was listening to Cold War Kids today and I was like rocking out, dude. I was like dancing around the house. Probably looked like an idiot, but
when did that become like, as far as I know, that was every kid, boy or girl,
yeah,
either way, did that my
yeah,
age. I know they
yeah.
did because they've all told me.
Dude, I know in my 20s, I used to lock myself in my bedroom and listen to CDs and do whole concerts up there by
Mhm.
myself. Just singing and rocking out, and like, yeah, dancing around.
That's the thing pop music doesn't do
Yeah,
because like I said, it's more just in the background. Just put this on while you're
yeah,
droning through your day, which
yeah,
ties right back to actual drone music.
yeah, man. It's
So
the movie,
the
yeah.
fifth song, Embrace,
Embrace, yes.
here's the ballad. You,
Yeah, that's what I said, ballad.
yep, I'm
And
at,
yeah,
I know this song, so I got a little bit of memory with it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, here's the ballad.
yeah.
I got
And then,
notes, but I'd
I
rather see
mean,
what you got at this point.
yeah, well, I mean, I wrote ballad, and I think this is the most Planet Caravan-y as far
Yeah.
as the effects. That reverb effect is heavy on this song. About halfway through, it gets heavy.
Hmm.
Just so it's not a straight ballad. I was like, oh, they're
Right.
gonna doom it up a little bit, rock it out a little bit. Um, and I think like the message of being too let down to start over, like he's too disappointed too many times.
Yeah, and he's just okay with it.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it's like fuck it, dude.
Just
This is where
embrace
I'm
the
at.
grind. It is
Yeah,
what it is at this point.
yeah. Because you think embrace, you think of like hug, like and they do use it that way a little bit in the song too. But
That's what I was going to point out.
it's really just embracing the suck,
Yeah,
kind of. Yeah. So
that's
that's
pretty much what
interesting.
I got out of it too, except for
Yeah,
the way I chose to interpret it was the song feels like a bruise. It's
yeah,
not the actual wound,
yeah,
but it still hurts. It's still there.
yeah.
But can't do nothing about it. It's time to suck. You can't ointment a bruise. You're not going to aspirin a bruise. You just gotta. Uh, and then the tempo shift. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
here it is again, and it's not working for me. Distraction, everything going on. And I even wrote down,
dude.
I should be connecting with this. I should
Yeah.
be like, here it is, because it's doing the thing, but I'm just not there.
I mean,
And at
I
this
feel
point,
that.
it's past bugging me. I'm like, I
Yeah.
fucked up this whole podcast. how did I fail so badly with this band as far as how they really sparked with me? So that's
Yeah.
this is where my notes start to reflect that thought process of, oh no, I'm still gonna have a I still got things to say because it's still a good album. It still sits in
Yeah.
Doom. But I
Yeah.
promised or suggested it because there's some stuff that I really like, lyric delivery and sonically from this
Right.
band. And we're
Right.
not there yet, and I'm noticing it, and I'm like, oh no, oh no. And we're on the fifth song. It's almost like a
Yeah.
panic, but I'm like, all right, here we go. I know the next song. Friday night,
Yeah.
I came home from work. I love dogs. I have a dog. I'm that guy. That's my baby. I don't care.
Okay.
Whatever. So Friday night, she's got a double ear infection. So she starts acting
Oh,
weird, tilting her head. It's bad. So we take her to
yeah.
emergency. And of course, that's what screwed up my whole coming up to this. Because you know those kind of experiences, they spike up all your dopamine and your
Yeah.
anxiety.
Yeah.
So now I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, I know this song. I like this song, but it's about dogs. I hope it doesn't trigger me. I'm
Hmm.
really thinking that because I've just,
Yeah.
ugh. And then I push play. As I just said, I know the song already. This is one of the songs I know by name.
Yeah.
So I'm like, ah, yeah, this is one of the jams, one of the, and it gets going, and I'm like, this isn't, it's not, what's going on? Is
Yeah.
it that I like a few songs and they blend into everything else they make, so they get lost in the crowd of the kind of Doom formula?
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
real possibility. And that's what I wrote down here. Is that a Doom sludge problem that,
Yeah.
like Sergeant Thunderhoof, even though, man, they were talented and that was
Right.
Doom,
Right.
Stoner,
Right.
Sludge, if you said, what did song three sound like that was different than song one?
Yeah. It'd be tough.
Yeah, generically, I'd be like, well, nothing. But you should hear the way the bass player does it,
Right. Right. Right.
and that we've talked about that too. That's the magic of music that's not in AI.
Yeah. Yeah.
I work with a guy who's an old musician who got pretty middle. Uh, I I don't know. You
Almost
know, he did.
famous.
Yeah, he did pretty good. So I know he's a music man,
Yeah.
country music, but everything still applies.
Yeah.
I got a chance to ask him this week because I'll talk to some people and they think it's weird that for some reason, as soon, not as soon, but give me some seconds or whatever, I hear an AI song, I know it's AI
Yeah. Yeah.
instantly. This hasn't failed me yet.
Yeah.
So you and I, you do it too. We're both giant music lovers.
Right.
So I got to ask somebody who's music lover that's he's older than us, a whole different generation of thought, and he had a kind of interesting take on it.
Okay.
So I stopped him and said, "Hey, I know you're a music man. You got a minute?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." I said, "Do you get much time to sit down and enjoy music and listen to what's new?" He's like, "Ah, sometimes, you know." I was like, "Cool. Do you get to hear any AI music?"
Right.
And he said, "No, but I think I know what you mean, but go ahead." And I said, "Most everybody I know, which is getting ready to include people that were kind of listening,
Yeah.
do not understand that I, for some reason, can hear without knowing, and know instantly it's AI music." And he
Yeah.
goes, "No, I know what you mean." And then we start talking. I said it before, there's a magic when an actual group is playing together
Yeah.
where the bass player is like, oh, I caught this groove. And he tends to boom. And then that guy catches the groove. That's that living thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know why I don't feel it in an AI song. And that doesn't make sense. I'm just hearing chords, words.
But it's dude, so like the ache in a voice isn't
Hmm.
there. You know what I mean? The break, the rasp, like you can't really duplicate that. Or like the slap of the strings.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just
It's the minutia. It's the
yeah,
if, like
there's
we said
humanity, there's
before,
life in music that you can't hear if it's made by AI.
even again with it, I hear an AI song that, yeah, I like it, but I not as much because I get it. It's like, well, I only like it because I happen to hear it right now, and they knew that this key is.
Yeah. And this is the thing though, like if if you really liked it, if the AI song was actually really good, you wouldn't go, wait, something's off. And that's
Mm,
what it is with me. Like something's off.
yeah.
There was this so like the AI parodies, some of them
Oh
were
yeah.
really funny, you know?
Or there's covers that are really
Yeah.
unique. Like I found I think I said it last week. If not, if so, I'll be real quick. It's Cypress Hill's album. I can never remember the name of it with I Want
Mhm.
to Get High on it, but
Yeah.
done in a 60s and
Right.
70s
Right.
Delta blues. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I
Funny.
can't listen to
But
more than one song at a time because as soon as that second song starts, there's the thing.
yeah.
And then there's the two song I can't even two songs in a row
Yep.
because
Yep.
it
Yep.
instantly
Yeah.
amplifies or does something with that little thought in the back of my head of this
Yeah.
is soulless.
And that happened to me, right? So like I was listening to like country music,
Hmm.
um, like Wheeler Walker Jr. type stuff, you know?
Oh, okay.
And then all of a sudden,
Is he does kind of crass but funny, right?
yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
he does
Yeah.
both, but he
Yeah.
does other stuff under whatever his real name is.
Right. But and then all of a sudden Spotify shifted into songs in that style that were made by AI.
Are we
Out
gonna
of nowhere.
am I gonna have to bring up Spotify again? I mean, in all honesty, Spotify, I don't want to F in this and F in that because that's not
Yeah.
fair to everything involved, but Spotify sucks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I still want their service, but I'm way past the point of it just sucks. The only reason I have their service is it's kind of the only one
Right.
that does the streaming and the playlist like that. But they're
Yeah.
getting to the point where they're messing with artists, not having lyrics. It's like, what do I pay
Dude,
for, in all honesty? If
the idea now that you have to have at least 1,000 streams a month to make money, to make the
I
minuscule amount
know,
of money that they even make.
yeah, it hurts your head that
Yeah, dude.
companies get to do that out in the open. They just get
Yeah,
to blatantly be like, we're screwing all of you guys, and you can do nothing about it.
yeah, it's
Enjoy the doom. And we'll pull right back into,
yeah, man.
they do a shift, a tempo
Yeah,
shift. And I'm like, all right, cool, but I'm still unsold. So we slide into the next song that I know in advance, and it's just
right.
not, even I write in my notes,
Dogs know
what is
better.
going on? This is not the song it's supposed to be in my head.
Yeah,
I'm like, where's the hook that I love? Where's the oh,
right.
yeah, okay, two things going on. There is a hook there that I really like, but it's not quite. I loved the line, I reach my hand, bloodied hand, hear me screaming. There's a way he says it that I really enjoyed, but it's really just for two lines. And I'm like,
Yeah,
no, what
yeah.
I'm remembering is good. Sorry,
It's all
is
good.
hooks that I really resonated with. I'm
Yeah.
even writing in my notes now. I'm an asshole. This album isn't delivering my expectations.
It's funny because I don't know any of their other stuff, and
I
I
know.
enjoyed the album. You know, I thought it was, you know, maybe not the greatest thing I'd ever heard, but I
Right.
definitely liked it. I mean, it's right in my wheelhouse as far as heavy blues metal, you know. I dug it.
Yeah, it's a good representation of the band.
Yeah,
And it's weird that the stuff I'm talking about is earlier too, and it's
right,
better.
right.
So that
Well,
song
some
didn't live
bands
up. It didn't
dilute
trigger
their
me or
sounds a
nothing. It
little bit.
wasn't about dogs. So I was like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought that song had a cool call and response vocal. I thought that
Mhm.
was neat. It reminded me of "This Is Not an Exit" by Anthrax. So.
Yeah.
I run, you run, and it kind of did a similar thing. So I thought that was cool. That's really all I all I said was just that I like the this call and response part. So
The yeah, me
neat.
too. There's stuff to
Yeah.
like about this song, but
Yeah.
like I've been saying for the whole album, I can't. I'm not where I need to be. I do like this song, but I can't
Right.
find out why at this point. I'm like, other than that cool hook, I like the way he says it, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't listen to the whole song for it. That's what I'm getting in that thought process of, is it really all just perspective and the mood you're in when you hear a song?
Oh, sure. I mean, that definitely, memory,
Yeah.
memory will help or
Because
hurt.
in my head, I'm like, where are those lyrics, those lines that at the time were just like they do
Yeah.
the thing, and we're going into the seventh song, and
Yep.
they're not here yet, except for the song I know is good is still the last song. I'm really just kind of spiraling at this point, like, man, I'm gonna mess up this whole podcast. Uh, and then that's when it hits me. I was like, oh, duh. What I did was a playlist. So for 30 plus years of these emotional songs and connections,
Right.
most of
You're
them
listening
aren't
to
even on this
those.
album.
Yeah.
And now it's snapped in my brain, and I go, wait a minute. Here's what we'll do. I sent Keith a message. Unfortunately, he didn't get it enough time. I
Yeah.
tried
Just
to
because
let
of dinner
everybody
and
know,
stuff. And
hey,
yeah.
for a little bit of fun, if you want, there's a whole nother album
Yeah.
of songs that are really, really good. I have stuff for them, but since Keith didn't get a chance to listen, if you happen to listen to this and you do want to listen to the other songs, I'll take like a picture, say it in the group, and I'll take like a picture of my notes if you are interested in hearing the better music and how it was supposed to tie in to this whole experience.
Yeah.
So this song is good. I like it. I'm like, oh, well, here's a fun little surprise that I didn't know of. And I'm just like, I think the
Quaint. What's
groove of
that?
this song, quaint,
Is it
um,
quaint? For some reason, I wrote quint. Like
mm,
just Quint.
Quint. Yeah.
Yeah, quint.
I
I don't
thought
know
it
what
was
that.
quaint.
Quaint would
Uh,
have an A. Yeah. Like
right. It's still
Quaint. I don't know what quaint
tracks.
means, but yeah.
It's another one of those songs that's a Doom song that's not
Yeah.
heavy. It's more to me, this is a take a load off song. They're telling you to it's okay to let a little bit of weight down, man. Just it's not all of it. It's not telling you to relax. It's just saying take a little bit of weight off. Just
This song had like the double time drums though, right?
yeah.
It's an interesting. I liked the drums. I liked the double time drums. Because most of this album is very slow.
Hmm.
And I'm not saying this song just all of a sudden picks up,
Right.
but the double time drums kind of gave it a little bit more life
Yeah.
than the other songs. So
Again, I know what the fans were saying in the review you read because you have no
yeah,
idea at this point. You're like,
yeah.
no, I like these
People were like,
songs.
"Oh, Nervosa." People were like, "That album's great." I was like, "Okay,
Nervosa is pretty good. I didn't look
yeah,
at the track listing, so my memory of how good of it is should
yeah,
not be trusted.
right,
And we're learning that this song again had another cool breakdown in the middle of it. Uh, very riffy. Just they're good at doing that too. It's just like, all right, there's that kind of
yeah,
moving, kind of slow bobbing, but also kind of building.
yeah,
To me, that's where like the determination and stuff, the positive energy of this album is. It's like, yeah, you got knocked down, but some of the songs would be like, I got knocked down and the
back
come
up
up is
again."
in there. I
Yeah,
like that. I think it's kind of cool, especially for this genre. At this point, I actually wrote, I don't know what's going on with this album and why it's not hidden. I'm about three tracks because that's all that's left. It's like
yeah.
all
With
I have is
stuff.
stop me from beating myself over the head with this album to figure out what the hell my ADHD brain did to
Oh
music
man,
for like 30 years.
damn.
Because I've known about this group for a long time.
Right,
And
right.
the way I associate music, there's a song about my wife, my girlfriend, whatever you call her, that reminds me of
Yeah,
her, but it's
yeah. Because
not on this album.
the The first song came out in '96 too. That's like
Yeah.
that's
Well,
wild. Yeah.
they still have, I want to say, an EP-ish or something with another singer.
Oh
There's been
well.
a singer switch. Oh, they
Okay.
have a whole album with one singer. And then
Right.
this guy joined him on the EP that I really liked, Slightly Damaged.
Okay.
And that's when things started to change for the sound and everything of the band that
Okay.
they talk about that this is just the echo of.
Right. Right.
And I know these songs are going on, so I'm at this point I'm just it's all lost in the same. I'm real worried. I'm like, okay, I like it still because I like sludge, but most people, and maybe even you, I'm like, oh man, he's gonna be like,
No,
well, it's a good
I
sludge
liked
album,
it.
but there's
Man, no, I dug it. I thought it was good.
all
Wait
right,
till
good.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because that's where we're at going
Yeah.
into the last three tracks.
Sea of
And
inverted crosses.
yeah,
Sounds a lot more fucked up than it is.
it does. And all I wrote was, I'm fucked. I'm gonna screw up this whole podcast. I made
Yeah.
a mistake.
Ah, man.
And then something starts sneaking up on me. I think I remember the next song. So I'm like, okay, wait, I know it's gonna happen. So I just sit back, relax, and I enjoy the song.
Yeah.
And it's what we've been hearing.
Yeah.
Good song, the good vocal delivery, fun wordplay. The the bass, I was gonna say the bass on this song, but really on this whole album is its
Hmm.
own like it is whatever the thundercloud of doom is. It's just
Yeah.
back there.
Yeah.
I know a lot of times maybe it's the drum because of that
Right.
march of the doom sound,
Yeah.
but on this album, it's really the bass. The bass is the foundation, the structure, the ha-ha beating black
Right.
heart of this album.
I think that's what makes it a cousin, I suppose, to bands like Volbeat and Helmet and Clutch. Like it's got that groove to
Yeah.
it. Or even COC. COC
Uh,
definitely grooves, you know. So,
Pepper Keenan is in down.
oh, hey, fuck yeah.
So he brings that southern
Yeah.
COC swagger to the down sound.
Nice, man.
And I've met them. They got me drunk at an Ozfest.
COC?
Down.
Okay, well, shit.
And
So
it's
you might be
Pepper
something.
that started it all.
That's awesome, man.
A cat named Pepper, so I'm waiting in line. We're waiting in line, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
finally I get up there and Phil's first, and he's whatever. He's cool at the time. He's like, oh no, I'm sorry, Jimmy Bauer's first, their drummer. Hey, Jimmy Bauer, he comes from Crowbar, who I also like. So it's like, oh,
Yeah.
Jimmy Bauer, it's cool to meet you. He's super cool. He's like, oh yeah, what up, brother? I don't remember the shirt I'm wearing. He's like, no doubt. And we're talking and talking and
Yeah.
talking, and then it's like, oh, sorry, man. And then I go down to the next guy bass player, same thing. Oh, it's cool. I get to
Yeah.
Pepper Keenan and I'm like, ah, shit. Pepper Keenan like a motherfucker. He cracks up. He's like, sit down and have a couple shots with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
And
Yeah.
so I did that.
Yeah.
And there was a couple, they were going hard. I think I had three. And then I went back to my Ozfest experience with my autographs. And I was like,
That's
because
awesome, dude.
it was their second album. And it sounds like a lot of people, even for the Doom genre,
Yeah.
don't or at least you do, don't really recognize Down as much.
Right.
But to
Right. Right.
me, man, that first album, I love it more than Pantera. I love it. It's
Yeah.
so good
It's funny because I always thought of Doom as like, or Down. I never really thought of him as a Doom metal band. I
because
don't know
they're
what I thought of
not.
him as, but I didn't really think of him as doom metal. So
Because they are what happened if you took COC, who kind of plays Doom with that
ish. Yeah,
southern um Skinnered swagger, but
yeah,
metal,
yeah, yeah.
and then you add Crowbar's kind of because the other guitar players, Kurt Weinstein Scott
Mhm.
from Crowbar.
Okay.
So he's laying down that Crowbar part of the
Right,
and he
right.
does neat little
Yeah, brushy
and then
riffs. Yeah.
Pepper's over there just going off
Nah.
in that kind of a bluesy, doomy kind of
Right. Sure. Sure.
stoner sort of and uh whatever. I've smoked pot before. Sorry anybody, but something happened when I was younger,
Yeah.
experimenting with weed and listening to that album. That's when I first discovered how there's some kind of mechanism in THC that causes you to concentrate more on music, which means
Mm.
I feel like I get to hear more and feel more.
Right.
I kind of made that connection with that album. So it's one of those albums like I tried to say with Tool. It's
Yeah.
it's it's a pillar album. It's a me. That one album is so
Yeah.
important to me, and it happens to be Phil for Pantera, Pepper Keenan from Corrosion of Conformity, Kurt Weinstein from Crowbar. I cannot remember if Rex Brown from Pantera is the original bassist or if somebody else is. And their drummer, whatever before, but he hits so hard. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean with that drum
Yeah.
sound? He just,
Yeah.
and it adds like that extra kind of doomy. I don't know. I really
Right.
like the Down album, and this is in that vein. It doesn't quite, no offense to Borgo Pass at all, it doesn't
Mhm.
quite hit that. I don't know. Something
Yeah.
about that first Down album.
I'll have to
They're
check it out
trying.
closer.
What?
I said I'll have to check it out closer.
Oh, to me, that
What's
album
that
is
album?
all-time epic. The
Yeah.
way the last song fades out, but
Yeah.
because why am I putting over an album we didn't even listen to? And it's iconic, so we can't really do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It
Yeah. Not really
the
the
drums and
bit
they
though.
catch a groove right, and they're just like dun 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 dun, and
Yeah.
it starts going dun 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 dun, and right when you think it's gonna cut off, they start coming back. So they
Right.
reverse build, and
Right.
it's badass. It's the end of the album, and they end the whole album on one of those reverse explosion jams.
Hell yeah.
And for me, like I said, it's hitting on every level for me, psychologically, feeling the music note styles I love. It's one of those albums.
Yeah.
So people check
Oh
out Down's
shit.
first album if
Yeah.
you
Check out
haven't.
Dawn's first album, man. Yeah.
All right. So another song, I know this song,
Flesh and Bone.
Flesh and Bone. Yeah.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, uh-oh, I know it's coming because I remember the song and I know Bless is coming, the one that's stuck in my head. So I'm like, all right, finally, we're ready to go. We're about to regulators mount up. We're gonna write
Yeah.
out this album and we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
And this is the ninth song. There's only one more track, and here it is. I'm like,
Yeah,
what
man.
is going on? This is where it connects all together. The and literally, I write, ding, holy crap! I've put all of this lifelong energy and stuff into this band, thinking it's this album, and it's not. It's a curate.
It's a yeah. It's a playlist that a couple of the songs are on.
And I was just like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, damn it, I ruined everything. I'm not going to be able to pull this out. But it's hilarious that I talk about ADHD and then I did the thing.
Yeah.
But this song itself is still good. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's why I like this song. I wish I would have remembered about the other songs, but I still like what they're doing on this last song, but it is not one of those that I was referring to. It doesn't explode at me. It doesn't have the
Right.
hook that I'm looking for. Still a good song. And now I'm just, what's going on with my memory? Because a
Yeah.
moment ago in the last song, I was like, oh, Flesh and Blood. I remember that. This is going to be good. I get there. It's still a good song, but it's not the blah or the explosion I was waiting for.
Right. 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 Well, I feel like that Flesh and Blood or Flesh is it Flesh and Blood or Flesh and Bone?
Told me
I think it's Flesh and Bone. But either way, I felt like that song
Flesh
had
and
like
Bone.
yeah, I felt like that song had like a southern rock vibe to it when it
Mhm.
first started. And then I was like, okay, cool, this will be a different direction. But
Yeah.
obviously it changes and gets heavy. And then it kind of gets into like a march sort of, But I mean, it was
Yeah,
a cool song.
yeah, it's a good song, and I know why I like it when, say, it comes up or it used to come up randomly on Spotify. It's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
Burger Pass, I like these guys. It's a good representation of these guys. Not an explosive great song. It's got some parts that I really like. It's the nostalgia or the interesting phenomenon when you hear a song that you don't like as much or whatever from a band you love, you get that little, I don't know, it's like a little charge, a little boost, like, oh yeah. Well, I like this song too, so I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, I actually really liked this song. It might be sound wise my favorite song on the album. It just didn't go in the direction that I thought it was.
Yeah. Well,
Because I thought it was
these
going to be
last
like,
two
oh, they're
are
going
my
to,
favorite songs on the album, so
yeah. I was like, oh, they're going to do, some kind of a cool Southern rock thing, but they did it for like 25 seconds at the very beginning of the song.
yeah.
I was
Even
like,
though this song is good,
yeah,
have you noticed the phoning it in yet? Because it's like, oh, they're getting ready to do a thing and I'm gonna love it. And they just
yeah.
don't. And you're like, why didn't you guys do the thing?
I feel like that's what they're doing, like through the whole album with them. They're like, we're going to do this, and then they switch it up on you. I feel like that's happened multiple times.
I agree. Before we get into this last song, is there
Yeah.
something you could do to engage the audience? I have to go deal with this cat off screen for some reason.
Yeah, dude, I will
Sorry,
talk.
everybody.
No worries, man.
Sorry,
Uh,
both our listeners.
both, yeah, all two of you. Um, yeah, so
Put over your other shit.
yeah. So on this week, by the time this comes out, it'll already be out. But I talked to Mike Brzezinski on Most Excellent Entertainment, and that was a super fun podcast. We ended up talking for about 2 hours. Mike is a really interesting, really talented guy. He's been on SNL, the Howard Stern Show. Um, he's accomplished actor. He's a musician. He's a stand-up comedian. Um, and we just had a shit ton of fun, man. And what he's doing right now is he hosts a podcast and produces like a ton of other people's podcasts as a full-time job. So his job is podcasting, and that is freaking fire, man. So yeah, go back because this will be out on Friday. That will be out on Monday, even though we recorded that one on Thursday and we're recording this one on Sunday. So yeah, um, so go back forward a day or back a day or back a few days and listen to the Mike Brindisi Most Excellent Entertainment podcast. Um, we are also going to bring back Wrestling with Life. I'm excited about that. Tyler said that he was cool with bringing it back, so we're going to start recording that. I think starting tomorrow, right after Raw. Wrestling with Life was fun. So, hey, what's up, brother?
I don't do anything else. I hide. I'm just this weirdo hiding in the middle of this country hick town. I don't.
Yeah, dude. I do too much stuff. I have so many podcasts.
You got to keep swinging until you hit that home run or till you find that thing that does the thing.
Yeah. I'm thinking about hiring a social media manager, but they're so freaking expensive.
I was gonna say that sounds like a bad idea already.
Yeah. I mean, I really want the podcast network in general to break out this year. I'd like to sell some merch and I'd like to freaking
Yeah, next level it.
yeah.
Are you ready for the song
Last
that got
two?
stuck in my
Yes.
head that started this whole
Yeah.
fiasco experience,
Absolutely.
whatever? The last song on the album.
Notes. Crudly hell. I don't know where I set my notes. Oh wait, I feel them. I got them. All right. Cool. So yeah,
I
bless.
like the song a lot, of course.
I like it.
It's like it's not a sad song,
Right.
but it's kind of like it covers everything about a loving relationship.
Yeah.
Even a part where they're like, I'm the one that feels the love, so I'll carry us. And
Yeah.
it was just a neat take on the quote love song. It was still a love song, still kind of a ballad, but it kept a little bit more positive of a groove to it. And I thought it
Yeah.
really worked out
It's funny
well.
because Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. With the way he
Yeah.
delivered it, I like some of the vocal trick, like the fade he would do his voice with his voice, how he'd kind of repeat
Sure.
something, but it would be there's a there's a spot this band, I think it's on this album where they're doing a fade out, and all he is saying is "dead for days."
Right, right, right,
The
right.
is that's on this song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or do you?
Yeah.
It's at the end where it's just like "dead for days."
Yeah.
Just the way he says it, I can feel the squeeze of the emotions in his body as he's saying it.
Right.
It's a neat effect. It really latches on to me in so many levels. I know this whole time I've known these kind of songs are on here that are really, really gut punches and stuff.
Right, right, sure.
So it's nice to get to one. So this is a great example about what I love about this band. By the end of this album, I mean, you're already sold, but
Yeah.
it showed everybody what I like about this band. And
Yeah.
there's some really good stuff still to discover about it. That's exciting. It covers all the bases of what we talked about because of the way I overlay music with life,
Hmm.
bad week going into it. And the way this song ends is kind of like, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
I'll get through it. It's not quite the hug that Jen Christie's album was,
Right.
but
Right.
it's just,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a bad motherfucker. Let's get it done.
Mhm.
It's that Viking boom. It's that let's go. It's he's exercised, he's confessed, he's done all of that, bled, loved.
Right.
He's good. Exhale right before the battle, before the going to work. That's what this song is. It's that exhale. You're not done. You're not going to bed.
Yeah.
Music time. Cue my entrance. It's time to go.
So, man, it's funny because I got such a different feeling from this song.
Oh
Like,
yeah?
yeah. So
All right.
I felt like it was very soulful. I felt like you could really, really feel the emotions in it. But
Mhm.
I felt like the song was about like being remorseful. Like the stuff that I picked up on it was like I've made mistakes and things have not not gone my way, and if I could go back and fix it, I would.
Right.
That's how I felt listening to the song, and maybe it was just the lyrics that I heard, because I mean there was one song where I found lyrics. I didn't find lyrics to most of these songs, so I was just kind of
Again,
going
the
off the
fuck are we
feeling and the words
doing,
or two that I
Spotify?
could pick out. What's that?
I said again, what the fuck are we doing, Spotify? You know what AI is?
Well,
Yes.
shit.
Okay, make AI translate the lyrics for us because we pay money for your stupid service. It's not rocket science. Give me lyrics.
Yeah.
The
Well, shit.
first
This was Bandcamp.
AI, what?
This was Bandcamp. This wasn't even Spotify. This
Oh,
was
even
Bandcamp.
worse because
Yeah.
this used to be on Spotify, but they took it off there because they're dickheads.
Right. 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 Yeah. But yeah, I assume that Rotted Chain was supposed to be the single because that was the only song that had lyrics. None of the other songs had lyrics. So,
Yeah, I've had a brief interaction with the band, but I don't really know what their status was. The interaction was I come across obviously the EP and it's like, oh man, this is cool. This is
yeah,
before streaming really. And it's like,
right.
oh, it must have been the album before this, Nervosa. Oh,
Yeah,
they have a new album? And it said contact us on whatever the website would have been, probably
right,
MySpace. I was like, okay,
right,
I'll contact them. And this must have been before PayPal, or at least I didn't have none of that crap. And it
right.
was like, it just whatever. Hey, where can I get an album? Thinking maybe they'll say Karma's, and they're like, you really can't, but I'll tell you what, we'll sell you one. I was like, oh, it's like, no, this is easy. We do it all the time.
Yeah,
Just get a gift card, something, put $10 in it, and you send it, and most people no one's ever going to mess with the gift card, so it doesn't.
Right.
And
Interesting.
it goes to the mail because it's a gift card, and I was like, really? And they're like, yeah, yeah, we do all the time. So I wrote them a
That's
goofy
crazy.
little happy birthday. And it wasn't even their birthday with $10, and they sent me the album with a little note back. They said that shit was funny, dog. Enjoy the album.
Nice.
And it
That's
was just
crazy.
a nice interaction with this band.
Yeah.
So hmm,
Huh. Yeah.
I don't know where they're at now. I think
Really.
COVID got them, and
Damn.
that's
Yeah.
the last I know. And I tried to look around a little bit. There was a tease about something happening, and there's some
Right.
more discography stuff, including an acoustic song.
Yeah, they have a whole unplugged album.
Mm, am I rediscovering something that I should have known about? I thought it was just the one song. Like the album
Oh,
didn't end up getting. You
oh,
might be right.
maybe it didn't actually get made, but I mean there was
I
an
think it's a
album
Spotify
cover and
thing.
everything for an
I think
unplugged
I'm
album.
remembering um a Spotify problem. Like they had one
Yeah.
song, but the actual Bandcamp has a whole album or something like that.
Yeah, there was I only saw a cover for it. I didn't investigate further, but there was a cover for a live unplugged album.
I thought it ended up just being a cover for what you would call the single, and then the actual. I'm getting ready to check now.
Yeah, yeah, check it out, man.
Out of the way left, not left field for me, but the fun left field, the band's name is a Dracula.
Oh,
Um,
neat. Okay.
Transylvania, famous. There's a real,
The Borgo Pass is like
yeah,
a
there's a real
okay.
Borgo Pass thing, and it has
Neat.
a history or whatever. As a matter of fact, why I'm
Yeah.
bringing this up, it's probably better that I Google what Borgo Pass is. But what
Right.
I think I seem to remember in my goofy ass brain is it's one of those mountain range go between areas that has like bloody, weird, creepy history.
Right on.
And I don't, it's in the Carpathian Mountains, of course. Now we're getting to Dracula.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Bram Stoker used it in,
Dracula.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to
Did
pronounce any of
Did you
that.
see the picture of Frankenstein wearing one of their shirts?
Wearing
A Borgo Pass shirt.
no.
I thought that was kind of neat. Like, I think what they did was they just took like a picture of Frankenstein from the old Frankenstein movie and then
Uh-huh.
photoshopped a Borgo Pass shirt on top of it, so it looked like he was wearing it. It was kind of
Yeah. Well, they
neat.
were um I don't know if you'd call it curtain jerking as far
Yeah,
as I know, but they were starting their grind. Well, you
yeah,
said the one album came out in 96.
yeah. Geez,
So
man.
they were just doing the thing out there.
Yeah.
Just
There
didn't
was a.
hit that. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, speaking of like contacting people, there's a band called Becoming. That's really cool metal band. And
Um, what type of metal? Be a little more
man,
expand that out a little bit more. Is it just metal? Is it
it's
speed? Is
just a
it
metal band. Like,
what's the vocal delivery like?
um, kind of like it's aggressive, sort of growly.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's also some singing. So
Okay.
it's like he can sing, but then he gets into like some raw, like some shouty stuff too. Like,
Kind of, well, we, I was going to say kind of like Nothing Face, but we actually have two
Hmm.
different, which is
Yeah, I was
another,
gonna say not because the bass isn't bouncy or anything.
well, and another neat phenomenon. One band, Nothing Face, but
Yeah,
you and I have two completely different.
right. Because as far as I know, they're a new metal band.
Yeah, you only know the one album. You
Yeah,
don't even know an audio guide,
right. I only
the
know best
audio
stuff.
guide to everyday atrocity.
Right.
That album is one of those, it might not quite be a down yeah, album, but it
Yeah.
is one of those in my whole circle of friends and everything. It's a legendary album for a bunch of different reasons. It's that good and it disappears.
I think it would be interesting to like come up with like killer albums.
I'm at
I
three, to be honest with you, right? I've talked
mean,
about Anima,
yeah,
Down. I'm at two.
yeah. Mine would be like Zeppelin 2 and
Hmm.
freaking Caught Somewhere in Time by Maiden.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, those
Well,
two for sure.
there's the criteria for me of what makes it that has to
Yeah,
be when I first hear it, it's got to be, what is this?
yeah. I mean,
Start to
shit.
finish. It can't
Yeah,
be an album that delivers three or two, or it's got to be
yeah. I mean,
a
that's yeah,
representation of what I want out of an album, which it is. It's
yeah.
got to be lyrical content that I like, that I associate with all of my life. It
Right.
does. I mean, but it's still kind of hard to randomly think of it.
Yeah. I mean, I was just trying to think of albums that really meant a lot to me as far as development and like, that I
Well,
still carry
what
with
does
me.
that even
And they kind of
mean?
amazed me, like blew my freaking mind, like,
Right.
and it would be, yeah, those albums. Maybe Vinyl by Dramarama
I mean, if that's why
and,
they're your.
and Bad Motorfinger, like if I'm doing Four Corners.
Oh, so you got that. I didn't really even get my Soundgarden love.
Yeah.
I was just, yeah, okay, Bad Motorfinger was cool when Bad
Yeah,
Motorfinger came out.
right.
It wasn't until Super Unknown,
Interesting. Okay.
and it wasn't, or it might have flip-flopped. I don't think it was for Black Hole Sun,
Okay. Yeah.
but
I
I
mean,
don't
that's fair.
know. I don't know what it would have been because that's the lead single off of it.
Was it the first single?
Maybe not.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, the
there's
first
about
single was Spoon
shit ton
Man.
of Boom, Man was the first single off that. You're right. Yeah.
Maybe it was a combination. That album becomes my introduction to Soundgarden.
Okay.
And it ties
So,
into MTV also
yeah,
because
yeah.
that video was. Now, I'm not sure, but I thought for a while they would change a little bit every time. It was like a visual trick
Mm.
gimmick. But I don't
Yeah.
think that's actually what happened. I think there was just always so much going on that every time
That
you
you didn't
watch.
catch it. You thought it caught something new every time. Yeah.
And now I feel like that's one of those myths, or one of, because if I remember correctly, a lot of people thought that. It was
Huh.
just one of these viral things like Richard Gere and his
And
gerbil
gerbil.
fandom.
Oh man, that's too funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I had heard Soundgarden.
of
I had
course.
heard Loud Love.
Oh man.
See, but here's the thing. As a kid, I did not like that song.
Did you not get it?
I thought it was noisy.
Yeah.
I just thought it was noisy, and I wasn't into like really noisy music at that point.
If
Um,
you're young like that,
yeah,
do you even, not you, but any
yeah.
of us listening, this is one of those, have the capacity to understand Soundgarden? Because
I don't
until
think
you
I did.
live a real heartbreak and you
Right,
really
right,
recognize that,
right.
you know what I mean, that Chris had in his voice,
Yeah,
or until you've lived uh, any real experiences, those real life hard lessons that Soundgarden kind of sang about in a really artistic way.
yeah.
If you found Soundgarden at 10, 11, 12, 13, do you
Right.
even get it? I didn't, and I loved grunge. I still loved Alice in Chains, and I got all of that. But Soundgarden were doing something that I just, for the longest time, I didn't understand.
Yeah, I think, okay, so I think the first time I heard Loud Love, I was 14, 15 years old.
Hmm.
And that was like, I was deep into what would be known as hair metal.
Yeah,
And I was just like, this is not for me. I
yeah,
was just
right.
like, this is not. There was some speed metal that I liked and thrash and stuff like that. But even so, even Metallica, Megadeth,
Yeah.
Anthrax, still, that was not for me. And then I heard fucking Outshined. Oh my God, dude. Muscle. You know what I mean? Like that song. If there is a song that's in the gym lifting heavy weight, it's outshined. You know?
And that's,
It's like,
I'm going to make fun of everyone that does that. That's because you're a dumb meathead.
hey.
Outshined is, it's a trick. It's what makes the
No,
song
no,
cool
I
to
mean the
me.
music. I mean the
Yeah,
muscularity of the
I know.
song, dude. I don't mean like the lyrics. I'm just talking about
Right. That's the
yeah.
neat trick of it, that it's giving you that,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
it's a song's
go
about
energy.
somebody who has low self-esteem. I
Yeah.
mean it's a yeah. It's a song about someone who, is caught in the rat race just living life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Well, Chris was doing this thing that's hard to explain and hard to even, because not many singers were doing it quite at the time. He was
yeah.
almost not really singing in the traditional way of, I need to make sure you understand that I say this word and blah blah blah. It was more
Oh
like,
yeah, not at all.
I'm just opening
Yeah.
my mouth,
Yeah.
and it, Chris Cornell is, he's one of those. He's one of those
Yeah.
legendary. He wasn't, he was channeling. He was exploding through a microphone. He wasn't
Right,
singing.
right,
He wasn't writing songs. He was
right.
expressing something that we all had inside us. We didn't understand what it was. It was the, I'm a teenager, my hormones are crazy, I'm lost, I'm
Yeah.
confused, but I'm
Yeah.
not a jerk, but I still like love, but I can't talk about love because it's squishy emotions. And Chris
Squishy
Cornell
emotions.
just vomited all of that out in the best way for a teenager ever.
Yeah, I mean, I think so on Louder Than Love
Hmm.
and on Ultra Mega OK, he his lyrics were a lot more blunt.
Hmm.
But
He's
then I
not
think,
himself yet.
yeah, yeah. I think by the time Bad Motorfinger came around,
Right.
he was writing in metaphors. And he was writing this stuff like a lot of people use lyrics as like a diary.
Hmm.
He did not.
Until there's, we can actually use Chris Cornell as a really interesting psychological case study, because
Yeah,
what you're saying here is very, very true. He didn't do
yeah,
all those things that were dynamic or whatever. And then his, one of his dearest friends, who was also a musician, Andrew Wood, died, and it
right.
changed his life.
Oh yeah,
And
of
in
course.
turn, you can see it if you want to, you can hear it. It
Right.
changed him. It changed how he expressed himself, because
Yeah,
everything he did after that, which would have been the Temple of the Dog, really nails home what I'm trying to say.
yeah,
You go from Ultra Mega OK and even Bad Motorfinger, good album, especially Bad Motorfinger. There's some stuff in there where you're like,
yeah,
that Soundgarden almost,
right.
which is still great for Soundgarden, but as an artist, as a true artist, that Temple of the Dog album is a man crying for his friend in a
Yeah,
way
I
that,
love that album.
God,
Yeah,
that album is, I don't know if it's one of those pillar albums, but once you understand
great.
the context,
Yeah, yeah,
it's good art. Good art should do that. People can look at a good painting and be like, what's trying to say here is this color represents hate. Well, art's a bad
right.
example. But a good movie, the way they move you and stuff, that album is a great example of that. It's, especially if you know what it is, what happened.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, here's the thing too, though. So, like, what I mean by diary entries is like, the song 2 a.m., right? By Anna Nalick.
No, I was thinking 3 a.m. 3 a.m. I must be lonely. I like that
Yeah.
song. There's a
I mean,
piano version that's really, really dope if people want to indulge my ADHD and check it out. It's just
right,
Rob on a piano and it's cool.
right on. Well, 2 a.m. is, 2 a.m. and she calls me 'cause I'm still awake. Can you help me unravel my great latest mistake? But you get my point.
Yeah.
Like those are to me, those are the diary songs where you're
Oh,
just
you mean
laying
those
out.
whiny,
Well, no,
hey
you're just.
Delilah,
I mean, that's a
I'm
great.
emo, I'm sad. Let me write in my
No, that's
diary.
not that's not what I mean either. Because "Breathe" isn't really an emo song.
Are you saying like AFI and all that? That's
No, no,
diary songs. Fall Out
no.
Boy, all those songs are their
Yeah,
early stuff could all
yeah.
be what that
I like
nerd, and
AFI.
I mean that with love. I like
Yeah,
that dude. I like his voice,
yeah,
but he's a fucking nerd.
yeah.
That could be his diary of real life.
Right. So what I mean by diary songs is when you're just writing plain words about your life, or plain words about someone's life. When you're
Oh, it's just
just
a basic entry. It's
right,
just
anyone can understand it. Like it's the
okay.
stuff that you would write in a diary. Like, dear
Mhm.
diary, I walked to the mall today. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I mean. And then Chris Cornell, even when he was expressing true emotions, never really wrote like that.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even something like "You Call Me a Dog." It's obvious what that song's about, but he's still using metaphors. I slept on the floor and out in the wolves or
Yeah.
out in the woods with the God damn it, call me a
That's
dog.
fair enough.
Out in the woods
Yeah.
with a bit. It's out in the woods with something and the wolves, but whatever.
Yeah.
Like he didn't really sleep in the woods. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like it's still
Well,
there's
that whole
still
song is lyric, metaphor, emotion heavy. It's
yeah,
just
yeah,
and I remember when it came out, I wasn't old enough to really understand everything about it, but it was still a damn good. I mean, it led out with Hunger Strike. That's a jam.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
That's somewhere on, lists get huge, 100, 200, whatever, but that's a jam.
Yeah, yeah,
And I was in from then because I liked grunge. And of
yeah,
course, that album, I don't know how I learned about Andrew Wood and all that. Probably those
right,
magazines we talk about missing.
sure.
And it added something for me, a new layer that I got to go back and be like, I mean, I like Hunger Strike. I like Eddie Vedder's voice, and it's just a cool
Yeah,
song. And then you get to go back and be like, oh, God, you can
yeah,
even hear how much they missed their friend in their voice. And it's just,
right, right. The wild thing about that album too is that album came out before Pearl Jam's album,
oh, yeah, well,
and
Pearl Jam are because of that album.
right, well, yeah, and after Pearl Jam broke and Outshined kind of started becoming a hit, they started pushing the album. And that's why
Uh,
Hunger Strike started getting
yeah.
played on MTV all the time. Like I saw the video for Hunger Strike, I don't know, in like 1990.
Mm.
They played it like one fucking time, and then it was never played again. And I honestly didn't think shit of it because I didn't really like Soundgarden back then.
I like that album instantly.
Oh, I love that album though. Yeah, yeah. But then once they started playing it more. And Soundgarden is one of the weird cases where like I didn't really like the band, and then they became literally one of my top three favorite bands of all time because of how they developed and how Chris
Right.
Cornell developed as a songwriter. And
That's all part of the love and respect that comes with it.
yeah,
I'm not I mean, I guess I'm a fan because I love music and I like Soundgarden and everything, but I'm
yeah,
not a super fan. It's
right,
just that when you really talk about like we are a band like Soundgarden,
yeah,
there are so many of these whatever you have given them their flowers or that kind of have to be said
yeah,
because some of these bands and some of these artists are really just putting something out there that you so shocked and you love so much. The only thing you can do is go,
yeah,
wow, you got to
yeah.
give that guy his due. You got to give him his high five. You have to, whatever. That's all you can do is just, damn.
It's funny because I had Gerald Collier on my podcast a while back,
What
and
band's
he
he in?
Best Kissers in the World.
I don't
But
know them.
yeah, I mean they're a power pop band, but they're a Seattle band.
Okay.
And so he was friends with all those guys. He's really good friends with
Oh,
Mark Arm.
wow.
Yeah. So he's really good friends with Mark Arm. And we got to talking about the Seattle music scene and stuff and Soundgarden and how
Hmm.
like they made such a huge leap from the Louder Than Love album to Bad Motorfinger. And he was like, well, it's because of Ben Shepherd.
Hmm.
And he's like, nothing against Hero.
Right.
Ben Shepherd was thinking about music on a whole nother level, and he brought that to Soundgarden.
Yeah.
I'm like, no shit, dude. You know?
That kind of becomes a running theme that, now as the world moves on or whatever, nerds get more credit and whatever. But really
Yeah,
back in the day, they didn't. It sounds
yeah,
like Ben Shepherd, who's a nerd, who took
right.
music in a nerdy way, the way he expressed that nerddom changed everything.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
all honesty, and
It,
it's the
it,
timing signatures and stuff, and the way he
right,
was thinking, hey, what if you, Chris, what if you did that thing you do here?
right, right. And it makes sense because
Hmm.
he was really the only thing that was different, you know? I mean, I always just figured that the band kind of matured and sort of made it, a more cohesive, more
Yeah,
friendly sound. But I mean, I
that's
guess.
what I would have
Yeah,
thought too, but they say it was actually the.
yeah, someone that was there, said it was Ben Shepherd. So I believe
I'm
him.
gonna have to believe him.
Yeah, I believe Gerald Collier.
It's
But
it's just interesting. We're at this age now where, I mean, I guess it's the same as our parents when they talk about Zeppelin and all that. We
right,
got to see these mythical, legendary things happen.
yeah, yeah.
Because when Casey gets out, your son, I'm sorry, you
No,
don't
you're
keep his name off here. I don't. When he
nah,
gets
dude. I talk
our
about Casey all
age,
the time.
if he inherits this whatever love of music thing we're
Yeah,
doing and you're
yeah,
doing, he's gonna be able to go, what? What's a
right.
Soundgarden? In five, hopefully there's a world in 10, 15 years or whatever.
Yeah,
That's neat. That's just the idea of that is one of the things I love about music and humanity and is there's a chance
yeah,
that 15, 20 years, long after Chris Cornell's gone,
right.
somebody will discover and it's like, well, that's truly living forever, right? Because
Yeah, yeah,
suddenly, out of nowhere, here's a kid that, what's a sound guard?
right.
Whoa, this is a sound. Hey, Bobby. Except for the names will be like, hey, JB774214. Have
Yeah,
you heard of a
a Soundgarden.
sound garden?
Yeah,
And it could just blow up again. It happens
right.
like we went through a revival a couple years back of Skinner. Sure, they
Yeah,
got the new singer and it's kind of a big deal, but it was still that same kind of, and you could see the generations. I think that's another neat thing about music lovers, especially if it happens to be in your family, when you get to see dads and sons just
yeah,
special
yeah,
bond
yeah,
with music because father son, that's a bond that's is supposed to be the thing, the life, the love, you know what I mean?
yeah. Well, I remember like when I was getting ready to interview the guy from White Trash, and I love White Trash. I
I don't know
didn't
them either. What style of music?
funk metal.
Okay.
First album's funk metal, funk rock.
Kind of
This
fun.
very fun,
All right,
very
so
fun.
he's probably a fun guy, like a
Oh, he was
light
super
heart.
fun to talk to.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. And the second album is more moving into power pop,
Hmm.
kind of, because I feel like there was a lot of overlooked power pop in the '90s because of Weezer,
Well,
like a
there's
lot.
this
Yeah,
neat
but
thing for people like me or whatever who are
yeah,
fans of vocal delivery first and all that, that power
yeah,
pop does. Power
yeah.
pop is real good at putting the emotion
Vocals up
in the
front.
word.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah,
it's emotion and stuff that I don't actually connect with, but they are still doing the thing that I like out of
yeah,
bands that I connect with lyrically. It's
yeah,
still up front and look how good I can sing and it's feel these emotions. It's just,
Right.
I don't know,
I
pop isn't
love
my
power.
genre.
Dude. I love power pop. And yeah, I love it. But yeah, so the guy I was listening to White Trash,
Hmm.
even though I didn't need to. You know, I've listened to their albums a million times.
Right,
But you know, I like to do that. I like to listen to the person's music before they come on the show.
right.
And he goes, "This is really good." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm talking to this guy tomorrow." And he was like, "What?" You know, it was just really cool. And I mean, dude, the first White Trash album came out in 1990 or 91, and the second one came out in like 93, 92, 93.
Hmm.
So like, you know, he's listening to music from way before he was born, and he's just like, it's almost the same as when I connected with like the Beach Boys and Jan and Dean and Elvis as a kid, you know?
Right.
Yes.
See,
And
I
so I
didn't
thought it was
connect
interesting.
with Elvis like that, or Jan and Dean like that,
Yeah,
or even the Beach Boys like that.
man,
I'm not a fan of
yeah,
their music. I'm
man,
Jan and Dean I don't know as much about, but Elvis I know about Elvis.
yeah,
So I'm a fan of the overall Elvis thing.
yeah.
I'm not going to sit down and listen to any of his music ever.
Oh
I'm
wow,
not. I don't like it.
wow,
As far as what I want out of music, it doesn't do it for me. But I love Elvis.
yeah.
I I know it's kind of a joke or whatever, but for some reason I find the caricature of fat karate Elvis hilarious.
I mean, sure,
I
yeah,
I want hair. Just it's never
yeah,
gonna happen. I think everybody sees it, but I want
yeah,
to be fat karate Elvis for something. I just
yeah,
everything about that I find funny, making fun of the voice. Hey, I don't know why.
yeah.
So I love that about Elvis. I'm named
Uh-huh.
after Elvis.
Yeah,
Did I have I told the story about asking my dad where my name came from?
I don't think so.
Um, I've said it a bunch. I've always studied like the occult and esoteric things
Yeah,
because it
sure.
fascinates me. In the Christian religion, Moses has a brother. His name is Aaron.
Right,
He has a cool story, right?
right.
He very strong, very powerful, protects Moses, whatever. I'm the youngest of kids. I am not an older brother, so it's nothing like that.
Okay.
And he talks for Moses because Moses stutters, and he has this staff that he hits on the ground, and
Sure.
stuff turns to
Sure.
snakes. Just
Right.
this real neat. I'm I think I'm about 16 when I'm reading about this. So I'm right at that age where I understand quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I get this swagger like obviously it's from the Bible and I'm starting to study all religions and it seems like everybody's Christian.
Yeah.
This is where they got my name. I know it's got to be because my dad doesn't like Elvis. My mom doesn't like Elvis. Elvis is fucking lame. Blah blah blah. So finally, I'm like, yeah, I bet this is it. I get up. I'm all hyped up. Wow, my name
Yeah.
is cool. I get it from a. I go up and I ask my dad. He's like, yeah, we named you after Elvis. I said,
Elvis
what?
Aaron Presley.
Yep. And he said, the
Okay.
AARON is the original spelling. It's a
Yeah.
mistake
Yes.
on the tombstone,
Okay.
and that's where they got Aaron. And I was just like sad, heartbroken, deflated balloon because at the time,
Yeah.
well, whatever. I'm 16. I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
I'm even an asshole, jaded, whatever music fan. I don't want to be named after no Elvis. And
That's
that just stands out to me so much, especially
yeah.
now where when I love Fat Karate Elvis. It's just a
Right.
fun.
Dude, I will listen to Suspicious Minds and In the Ghetto and Heartbreak Hotel and
I only like In the Ghetto because of
yeah.
South Park.
South Park in the
Yep.
ghetto. Dude,
But like is
walking into
different
Kenny's
than
neighborhood. It's too funny, but
like is different than respect the
yeah.
artist of what Elvis did. And I kind
Yeah.
of like I get Jailhouse Rock. I like the
Sure.
swing of it. I like the
Yeah.
same with Rock and Robin. It's pop, it's fun, it's
Yeah.
swing. I like the movement to it. It's just Elvis didn't still doesn't the music and the
Yeah.
lyrics, if you present them that way, it doesn't do the thing. nothing
Yeah.
has ever sparked me. I've never written an Elvis lyric down and been like, wow, the way he said that. And he's good at what he does. The things
Yeah.
he has
Well,
to be, the way he would
yeah.
sing and just melt
Right, right,
girl.
right,
Like, what
right,
is that?
right. I don't know, dude. That shit's crazy. But he was an interpreter. He didn't write any of that shit. Like he didn't write a song.
Oh, no, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he was
it's funny because so Glenn Campbell also didn't write any of his songs.
from
Rhinestone
Def Leppard.
Cowboy, Wichita Lineman, By the Time I Get to Phoenix. No?
I don't know. The
Okay.
name rung a bell, but no, go ahead.
Yeah, so some of Glenn Campbell's songs are considered some of the greatest songs ever written.
And he didn't write them.
He didn't write any of them, but he could sing them. Joe Cocker didn't write any songs. Joe Cocker
Mm.
was not a songwriter. Joe Cocker would cover like famous songs. Like he covered a shit ton of Beatles songs, and he covered some Randy Newman tunes and like some Aretha Franklin. Like he
I
just
wonder if that happens. Like, you know how a couple times with a couple of these songs we've talked about,
yeah,
I keep saying there's a hidden potential here that I can't explain. I
right,
wonder if that's what that is. They know if you take this song to Joe Cocker, which might
yeah,
just be for you, just I'm strumming on the guitar or something dumb, who knows? And
right,
then
right.
he hears it
And he
and
could
he's
lock
like,
it in. Yeah,
yeah, well, actually, that E chord, I like that sound. That's a oh, my heart sound.
right, right, right.
And he just you can expand that kind of thing from because some
Yeah,
of these examples aren't nothing boring radio pop songs. They're good saying songs
yeah,
our
yeah,
emotion.
yeah. Well, it's like okay, so Wichita Lineman. Um, when Glenn Campbell got that song, the guy who wrote it was like, "Hey, I've got this demo." Glenn needed a song. Like the record company was like, "We need to get a single out there. You're kind of disappearing from the spotlight, whatever, blah blah blah."
Mhm.
And so they reached out to some people, and this guy was like, "Well, I've got a demo." He's like, "There's something to it, but it's not done at all." He
Right.
brings it to him. Glenn Campbell recorded the song the next day. And the guy was like, "Wait, you recorded that song? It wasn't finished." And he was like, "No, man, that song was perfect." And Bob Dylan said it's the greatest song ever written. Not, for whatever that's worth. It's just like, so, yeah.
What is that worth?
I
Like,
mean, you'd think Bob
depends
Dylan
on who
knows
you ask. If you ask
songwriting.
you, you're a fan of Bob Dylan, right? You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
respect
absolutely.
Bob Dylan's
Yeah.
opinion. And if you ask me, I'm not a big fan of Bob Dylan. I don't give a fuck what his music opinion is. I don't like the music he creates.
Damn. But you
And
don't think,
that's again kind of being hot takey
yeah,
fun with it, but that to me that's kind of the truth. I
yeah.
respect Bob Dylan. He's Bob Dylan. I don't like his music, so I don't
But you
put any
don't think,
care into it.
like,
Any.
even if you don't like folk music and you don't like
Mm.
nasally singers or whatever,
And I don't.
right? But you can't like see that he's written some of the greatest songs ever. Like,
No, I
really?
don't I don't
Okay.
think any Bob Dylan songs are the greatest songs ever. What do you mean? Name one that's the greatest Bob Dylan song ever.
I mean, "It Ain't Me, Babe" is a fantastic song.
Are
"Positively
we
42nd Street."
anybody that's hanging out, listening, are you pretty convinced or do you understand at this point that I'm a fucking nerd? I love and I understand music on a big, giant, deep
Yeah.
level. I don't even know those songs.
Wow.
I can't even bring up the tune because to me, Bob Dylan is not special. But to the rest of the world, yes.
Yeah.
And I see why they think that. But if you're just
Yeah.
allowing me to go off of my taste and my opinion, what I think, no,
Right.
Bob Dylan, not special. Don't need him.
Wow. Okay.
And it's so bad that I don't hate him. It's
Yeah.
actually worse. I am completely ambivalent
Indifferent to?
to Bob Dylan. He can, I don't want anybody to die. He can die tomorrow and all his music could disappear and I wouldn't care. I would care for reasons like, oh, a man died and a great musician, and where does music go in censorship? But as far as my personal enjoyment of all of music, Bob Dylan can go away completely erased, and I just wouldn't care. I'd be like, I don't listen to him. I don't care what he has to say opinion wise.
Okay.
And really, that's honestly all it is. And that's kind of how I am as a person. It's good and bad. I go,
Yeah.
no, I respect Bob Dylan to the end of time, but I'm not a fan, so I don't care.
Well, okay. Man.
And I can be the opposite. I'm an actual fan of Joe Rogan.
Sure.
And I know he's a hot topic issue. I just used him as
Yeah,
an
yeah, yeah.
example. And I know it's the same kind of thing. It's subjective. I like what he has to say, but I didn't like what Bob Dylan had to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get it.
I
It's just
don't oh
go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say I don't like that kind of commentary. Like I don't like his commentary.
Mm. His opinions.
On
You just don't like
no,
his
no,
view.
on UFC fights. I don't give a crap about his opinions. I
Really?
yeah,
You
yeah. I
know, I
don't like
tried
loud
to.
commentators. I don't like loud commentators. They bother me. I know. I
What?
know. I'm a fucking weirdo, dude. Any
No,
commentator, whether
for a
it's
whole bunch of
boxing,
reasons.
fighting, or wrestling,
Take a
when they start getting loud and stuff,
take a small moment
don't.
to think about who you are telling this to.
Yeah, but you didn't get loud when you were on
Oh,
commentary.
I was mixing. So I like that Joe Rogan is an actual martial artist and an
Yeah,
expert.
sure, that's cool. Yeah,
So I
yeah,
was using the way he talks about jujitsu with
right,
Bobby Heenan. I would do the Rogan, be
right.
like,
Yeah, I mean
well,
that's
what he's going
fine.
to
Yeah,
do here, he's going to come his
yeah.
hand up over to put him on the shoulder and
Right,
not
right, right, right,
blah,
right,
blah, blah.
right, right.
So what he's setting him up for, right? It's going to hurt. It's going to be a crazy move, and everybody's going to be, and they're pretending the other two guys are like, all right, what is it? I'll be like, I
Yeah,
poke.
yeah,
But that's because I ripped off Joe Rogan, the way he knows what he's doing and
yeah.
talks about it, and Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Well, yeah, and I mean, if he would do that stuff, that would be fine.
Mm.
But when
Oh,
he's
you don't
like,
like it when they
"It's
get,
a knockout," that's the stuff I hate. I
yeah,
hate that stuff. I hate it when, yeah, I just don't
yeah,
like it, dude.
yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like Joey Styles.
Really?
He
I'm a
screams the whole
ECW
fucking
mark.
time he's on commentary, dude. Like,
It worked.
it worked for them. It worked for
Yeah,
people who, yeah. But I mean, to me, and Mauro Ranallo, same thing. I just don't like the yelling.
yeah.
Like, I just don't. I, I think that,
I like Morrow. I liked him in NXT.
yeah, I just
I
don't
like
know.
Joe in the UFC because it's genuine. So I'm
Yeah,
okay.
oh, it's definitely, yeah, 100%.
He when they go, oh, a knockout, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Doesn't work in wrestling though, which is maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I just, I can't really think of any super loud commentators in boxing, but if there was, I wouldn't fucking like them.
Yeah.
It's just not my thing, dude. And people are like, well, they're conveying excitement, blah, blah,
So
blah. I
you're not
think,
a color guy? You don't prefer
no, I
color?
love like Bobby Heenan and Jesse Ventura and, but my favorite color guy is James Blears.
Who?
Lord James Blears.
Who?
Okay, so Lord James Blears was an old, like, probably 50s wrestler who became a commentator later on. He was a color guy because he would talk about, the moves that they used to do and what you don't know what's happening when you're manipulating that man's joints. But
Yeah.
he wouldn't like scream about it. Like I like it when I like the color commentators who either are making jokes, that's perfectly fine. As long as the jokes I loved Larry Zabisco. I thought Larry Zabisco was a great color commentator
Really?
because he would do the same thing. He would talk about the moves, the pain. He would talk about the. I like that way better than, and I do like funny
Are
commentators.
we
With
just doing wrestling commentary for music?
yeah, what the hell just happened? I don't even know how we got into this. Oh,
Right,
because
but
Bob Dylan to Joe Rogan, and then
in
I
all
talked about his
honesty,
commentary.
is all we're doing every week is just color commentary to music?
I mean, possibly as long as we're not yelling.
Well, Keith, if you pay attention right here, I think he's going to transition into a little bit of guitar slide. Oh, here he's going for it. There's the guitar slide. Uh-oh, you know what this
Awesome.
means, right? He's going to send him over to the bass player. Oh no, oh no, the low end is coming up.
Dude, send him over to the bass player. That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
I
Yeah.
mean,
The DeLorean's coming up. Dude, that was good shit. We should make a soundbite out of that.
Don't you dare, Tyler, but maybe you should. Every once in a while, I can do that. It's not something
yeah,
I do a whole lot. I was messing with Jesse as we were
yeah,
coming home today. I don't care anymore. I say my human or my wife or whatever. I don't care,
yeah,
whatever. So we're coming home. This poor woman. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm a bit of a goofball and I can get a bit big.
yeah.
So she loves that song. I don't know who sings it, rapper. It's about being an independent woman. I'm
Was it
INDEP, and she spells it out. And
no
so
fucking
she's listened to that song, and she's
no.
just with the swagger of it. She's like, I'm IN spelling independent,
Right.
and then I catch the rhythm real quick and say, unless it's time to OPENED jars, and she's just like,
That is
and it
amazing.
was just off the top of my head. I caught the rhythm,
I love
spelled
it.
out opened and sit and making fun of her. She was just like, I hate you. I hate you.
That is amazing.
It's music, man. It's what we're always talking about. It's just,
Yeah.
it's wove through everything. It's because of music, I had a heartfelt moment. I'm having fun bonding with, my partner. It's just
Right. I'm trying to
funny.
go.
And I've
Yeah.
always found it funny when people sing those kind of songs that are like,
Oh God,
I'm
yes.
a baller.
Yeah.
Okay, dollar
I mean,
menu McDonald's. I'm not making
it,
fun of you. I've
yeah.
been there. I'll rock the dollar menu to this day, and I have what's called a good job.
Right.
But it's funny to have that kind of swagger and be the exact op.
Right.
What are you doing?
Sorry, man. Because I don't have a computer next to me, so I am looking up something real quick on my phone, dude.
I don't have
But
it. Oh,
thankfully, if you're talking, no one can see what I'm doing. They'll only see it if I start talking. So, yeah,
oh, you got it set up to do that back and
yeah,
forth.
yeah. It'll go back and forth between the two of us.
I don't pay attention to the video feed, which is probably good for everybody or bad for
Yeah.
everybody, depending on which became kind of funny. Speaking of this video feed in this podcast, I got a comic set. Oh, did I tell you about this? I'm sure you saw
What's
me
that?
post. Well, what happened? I have, well, as soon as volume three gets here, but it's in the mail,
Yes.
completed the Wildcats comic book run from the
Oh,
original
sweet.
one in 92 to they're not doing anything with the Wildcats right now, but to the
Okay.
fourth volume
Nice. Nice.
for next to cheap. So I took a
Yeah, yeah.
picture of it
Wildcats is very expensive, so
and it was sitting on my shelf, this one.
yeah.
And Jess doesn't know. I'm sometimes I'll change stuff around back here just for the fun of it.
Right.
She sees this goofy frog, and for some reason she's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "You don't care." And she's fixated at this point.
No,
What
I
is this
do.
freaking frog?
Ew.
So I have to tell her it's an
Yeah.
Alex Jones conspiracy frog. It's
Oh Lord.
hilarious to me.
Okay.
It's just randomly on a shelf.
That's funny. Right, because what was Alex Jones's thing? Like that the frogs were becoming sterile?
Um, it's complicated, but he
Right.
broke it down like that in a funny way. So he
Right.
was saying something like science that's happening that's bad, but
Yeah.
said it in that way. They're turning the
Yeah.
frogs gay, is what he said.
Gay. Right. That's what he said. Yeah.
And the problem was some scientists were absolutely doing something with chemicals to frogs, and it was turning them. I don't believe you can turn somebody gay. It's hard to say that, but it was making them interested
That's
and
fantastic.
he was trying to warn people just,
Get away from the gay
get into
frogs.
conspiracies. It's
Yeah.
like if they're already doing this to the frogs, maybe they're going to do it to the food.
And then
And
we're all gonna be gay.
he says they're turning the frogs gay, and it turns into this big thing, and it turned
Is the
into a
frog
stuffed
wearing a
frog, and I
tutu?
could not. What?
Is the frog wearing a tutu?
No, he's got like a raincoat cape kind of thing on, but because conspiracies are brainless, it's a
Yeah.
frog
Yeah.
raincoat. So it's got
That's so good.
and
I
it's
need
all tongue in cheek inside
yeah.
joke.
Yeah, I need to get one of those.
I don't know if you can. It was they tried to shut that guy down, which I do not like. I don't like
Oh, the Alex
censorship.
Jones thing? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Didn't he go to prison?
No.
Oh, okay.
Um, they're not able to. They
Oh, okay.
tried, but or fortunately, however you
He
want to
said
look
that
at
he
it,
like encouraged someone's murder or some shit,
no.
right? Oh, okay.
Um, maybe I don't know about what you're thinking of. The big
Yeah,
one that I think I would listen to him like open-minded. I maybe
yeah.
he's crazy, maybe it's not. I like that sort of
Right.
thing. So I've been listening to a
Nah,
long
he's definitely crazy. But...
right, but that doesn't mean what he says isn't happening.
Right, sure.
So Sandy Hook happens. That was one of the
Oh,
school
that,
shootings,
yeah, and I remember he said that Sandy Hook wasn't real.
and he
Yeah,
didn't quite say that. Um,
right.
there was definitely a theory that had some whatever you would call legs about
Yeah,
crisis acting,
right. Sure, sure, sure. Yeah,
and it happened. And this is just my opinion. If people hate Alex Jones, I don't know, but
yeah,
it happened kind of real time. So what's this theory about Sandy Hook not being a hoax or being
yeah.
and he's on the air live. Sandy Hook, from what I remember, he said maybe it's a hoax. What if it is a hoax? And then he either ran with the idea for a little bit
Right.
or it got attached to him so bad that people were like suing him for
Yeah,
doing Sandy
yeah.
Hook.
Wow.
And a lot of weird, like Democratic people, whatever that means for their party, wanted him
Yeah,
shut down. So a lot of it was
yeah,
unfair lawfare. A lot of it was unfair censorship. Some of it is, well, he said something. Uh, is it bad to say Sandy Hook might have been a hoax? Probably not, right? If it's an opinion
yeah,
and you're talking about
yeah.
it. But was it a little insensitive? Yeah,
Right,
probably. But
right.
so it's a mess.
Yeah, yeah. A couple people who I used to work with at the plant were big Alex Jones fans,
Yeah.
and they would talk to me about him and stuff. And like, I don't know, dude. I had this buddy named Adam who worked
I
there.
think that level of fandom is dangerous. I can look at Alex Jones and go, hey, this guy's crazy. It's entertaining. Some of his theories
Yeah,
are out there, but there's a small chance he's either right because he's got a weird predicted 9/11.
right, right.
Okay, go ahead. People that are serious and everything about conspiracy theories aren't real and Alex Jones is
Yeah,
whatever. There is video. There's no denying. He told the world 9/11 was going to happen and pretty much what it was.
wow, wow.
So some stuff is true, but he's
But he also thinks that they're replacing members of the government with lizard people.
yeah,
That's because my buddy Adam, he was like, it's real. He was like, they have lizard people in tunnels under
they have
under
tunnels.
Washington, and they are replacing members of the government with these lizard people. Like he was
Yeah.
100,000%. He was in with the lizard people, dude.
Yeah.
And
You
I
know,
was
I
like,
like that theory because
yeah,
I could science it, make it make sense.
yeah. There would have
Okay.
to be lizard people though.
Right.
That's the thing.
Hang on. We talk about evolution and the way what we know as the human has evolved.
Yeah,
What if whatever core organized organism we are, that means
yeah.
shape, hair, evolved under different earth conditions because of how old the earth is. Maybe not enough water. Lizards found a way to evolve with not enough water. And we know supposedly there were dinosaurs.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
think
what
it's
I'm
a neat
saying.
idea. What if the dinosaurs, whatever they were, giant
Yeah,
lizards,
yeah.
chickens, actually, birds.
Chickens, yeah, they say they were birds now.
But I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility because I'm whatever that something
Yeah,
could have happened
and
where
I don't.
there's
Yeah,
something, a
yeah.
lizard uh, looking, grew up in caves. What happened if you let people evolve in caves?
Well,
I've talked about this.
yeah.
It's
I don't know.
to say you believe in it as though it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. I mean, so my thing is, I don't know enough about science to do anything but sit and listen to somebody saying shit like that. Like I
No.
had a flat earther on my podcast,
Uh-huh.
and people got upset that I didn't like try to counter him. And I was like, that's not what my podcast
Yeah.
is.
I don't know he's wrong.
Yeah, I'm having him come on so he can say
Do I think
what he
he's wrong?
thinks.
Probably.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. But I mean, I wasn't there to like, you know,
that's a change in I feel like it's been a change over our lifetime in
yeah.
people. They're less okay, maybe, and more nope. Nope, I'm right. Nope, I'm right.
Dude, I think the only thing that's not an opinion is math. That's that's
You
literally what I think, dude.
want to have your head hurt real quick about math?
Sure.
I was listening
Are you going to
to
tell me math isn't real? No,
it's the
go
only
ahead.
thing that's real.
Yeah, go
It's
ahead.
not real.
It's math.
This weird thing happened, and I'm going to try to explain it the best I can. I don't remember who it was. Probably Eric Weinstein, because anyway,
Yeah,
he was saying, okay, here's the funny thing about math.
yeah,
We created math to
fair.
measure the universe.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
universe is made out of math, but didn't we create math to figure out how to learn
Okay,
about life in the universe? But
right,
the universe and life and everything is made up of math. The
right.
very thing we created to explain what
So,
now, what does that actually mean?
okay. So to me, what that means is it was already there and we gave it a name.
Yes.
We gave it a formula. It
Yes.
doesn't mean that we created it. To say
And
we,
by doing that, it
yeah,
instantly became the that power of
right.
you named it. If you were the
Yeah.
first person to name, fuck, I don't know, I need something off the top of my head that's universal, everybody knows it.
Like an atom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now, forever, for all of reality, instantly, whatever, however you want to word that,
yeah.
it's a
Building
thing.
block of reality.
Yeah.
You
You
named
named
the
it.
building block of reality. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you created it. It just means you gave it a name. So yeah,
Right. You gave it a name, math,
yeah, math. Yeah.
and then you've gone so far in learning about the universe that the universe is actually made up of the math.
Yeah.
And it's just, to me, that's one of those real life mysteries that I love that just spin your head.
Yeah.
Because no
Yeah.
matter how you look at that, it's huge.
Dude.
Because what do you mean it's made out of what we made up to invent it? Yep. Wait,
Yeah.
what's that even mean? I don't know. Did we invent it and then suddenly it instantly, like a big bang, became a thing?
No. No, it was always there. We just recognized it, I think. Yeah. I have a weird memory thing.
I have the last math thing, and then
Okay,
I'm going to
go
have to
for it.
let this
Yeah.
go too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Also, I kind of wonder or feel as whatever's going on, part of the human experience is an antenna.
Yeah.
And sometimes we tune into things. That visual that I kind of just described is Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
Wi-Fi is just numbers pushed through the air, which is what? Math.
Right.
What's the chance? And no, this doesn't work. I just shot myself in the foot. I was going to say, what's the chance that when you're imagining something great, or I don't know, you just tuned into the conscience of a kid who's dreaming about like Darkwing Duck or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Star Trek, but then
Yeah.
you shoot yourself in the foot because time. Yeah.
Hmm.
I love this kind of stuff anyway. These
Yeah.
big questions that just
Yeah.
spin your brain.
Dude, so I freaking get locked onto this all the time. Visual memory. Like, I just went like this.
Hmm.
I saw myself do that. I saw it while it was happening, and in my head, I can
Mm,
see that it's
mm,
happening. I can see it like it just
mm,
happened.
mm.
That drives me nuts,
I
dude.
use that to my advantage.
Yeah.
That means my body and my mind and everything knows exactly where the key to come into my house goes without me having to look at it. So
Right,
I
sure.
let whatever that, I recognize that that's something and I let it guide my hand. And
Nice.
almost every time, and I know it sounds stupid or whatever, but almost every
No,
time,
no, dude. Yeah, it makes
the,
sense.
and it's dark. I don't have my back porch light on. My
Right.
car's already, and it's that thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I
just that
I
you know just
remember visually. Like if you
yeah.
ask me,
Yeah.
hey, do you remember when you and I went to the buffet?
Right. Yeah, sure.
That'll like start a movie in
And
my
I can
head,
see it.
and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
could
yeah,
stop
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I could stop it, and we were talking about your shirt. I can
Yep.
stop the movie and start trying to remember your shirt.
Yep. Dude, I'm exactly the same way.
Nah,
But it trips me out.
me too.
It's just like I remember when it happened and I can still see it like it's happening right now. But it happened before. Like that
Mhm.
shit makes my head go nuts, dude.
I
Like,
evidently, I don't know if it's all people with ADHD or just my version of it, have
yeah, yeah.
some kind of problem regulating and understanding the flow of time.
Hmm.
I'm learning about it, but I really do. Like, I don't know. If you asked me about one of my exes,
Yeah.
it's something specific, I can stop, like we were talking about. I can tell you the apartment we're living in. I can probably tell you what we're doing for this specific thing,
Yeah.
but I can't tell you what year it was. I can't.
Hmm.
I don't, my brain doesn't.
Years kind of stack on top of each other for me a lot.
Yeah,
And I'll realize that because I'll think that everything happened all at once, but then it really didn't. It happened spread out over like several years. And I'm just like, holy shit.
right. To
That
me,
does
it's like
happen.
accessing a database of the movies of my life, except for there's no,
Hmm.
unfortunately, unless something happens like I know where I was at on when 2000 Y2K and all that happened because we were doing something specific and it brands that memory. But if you ask me, like, what year was it when you first got the Alice in Chains album that changed every? I don't know what year it was when I heard Guns N' Roses for the first time, but that memory is a core burnt into my brain.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
what year it was. I
Yeah.
should, because
Right.
when Guns N' Roses came out, I should be able to put the dots together and but my brain just I don't remember anniversary. I don't know Jesse and I's anniversary. We've been together 15 years. I just don't know it. My brain, she'll tell me. I could see it on a calendar. My brain
Yeah. And
will
it just won't
not.
lock in.
Yeah.
Damn,
And it's
that's
random
crazy.
shit too.
That's crazy.
But I can sing the Ghostbusters theme.
Hell yeah, me too.
I know who, I know fucking who
Experience.
wrote this song, but I can't remember an
Yeah,
anniversary.
crazy
Why
shit.
does it trip you out? I mean,
No, I mean, I'm just what trips me out about it is like I said, how I can think about something. Okay, so I pulled this blanket up because I'm starting to get cold,
hmm
and I saw Han Solo's face.
hmm
Now that I'm thinking about that, I can think about how I saw myself pulling it up, but it's already happened. That is what trips me out. I guess it's kind of how like you're watching the moment happen, and as you're watching it, it goes away. But
no,
then you can remember it exactly how it happened and you can see it, but how do you know that you're really seeing it and really remembering it or that it ever even actually happened? The only
because
evidence that you have is your own visual
it's
evidence. It's
instant.
freaking nuts, dude. It makes
Because
me
it's
crazy.
instant.
Yeah.
What it feels like to me you're doing is recognizing the things our body does subconsciously all the effing time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And it's neat to do it. You're like, because I'll do that too. Like, why am I standing in the kitchen eating shredded cheese? We all
Right.
get that joke. And it's like,
Right.
well, duh. My body's bored.
Yeah.
I'm bored. My mind is bored. It want you
Yeah.
recognize what you're sub that we do all the time subconsciously. It sounds like you're just like, oh look, I'm pulling up. You're living in the moment.
Yeah. Well, like Casey and I made dinner, right?
hmm
I remember us making dinner. I
hmm
remember while we were making the dinner, I could see us making the dinner.
hmm
It feels like we're making the dinner right now, but we didn't. We made dinner hours ago.
Right.
That's it trips me the fuck out, dude. I think I'm a little insane. I feel
Uh-uh.
like this is not how normal people's brains
No,
work.
not at all.
Like, yeah.
It's you're doing the thing with your life that we do with the music.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're you're bonding the experience and you're putting the moment
Right.
with it instead of the rhythm, instead of the beat, because that thing isn't there in this specific example. But it's the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
It's your notice. It sounds like to me you're noticing whatever this magic thing is we love about life. You're noticing just being in the moment. You're not freaking out about it. You're just like, oh wow,
No,
are you
just
liking it? I like that I'm
yeah.
pulling up the blanket right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just a weird thing that my brain does.
Yeah.
Not, yeah, that I've never really been able to put a finger on. And I don't know if everyone else's brain does it or not. Like, I'll get on a bus and I'll sit down in the seat,
Hmm.
and then I'll be like, I just got on the bus and sat down in the seat. And I could see myself getting on the bus, paying for the token or whatever, then sitting down in the seat. But it's already happened. Like that kind of shit, dude. And it's interesting to me, but it's
I
also,
get it completely.
yeah,
And I think what you can do is if you remember part of what it is to actually be a wrestler or a worker, an entertainer,
yeah,
and you can maybe use that mindset to me, if I do it, I try to get in that mindset like at work. That way
yeah.
I know I'm locked in, son.
Right,
So I'm
right,
using
sure.
it to my advantage. You can
Yeah,
do, it's hard, it's random.
yeah.
I don't do it as much, but I know what you mean. It's and I've been, I don't know if it was because the dog problem or I just haven't talked to you. I'm pretty sure this week I've been tripping out on the idea of my brain doesn't
Mhm.
work like everybody else's.
Right. I
I
think
don't
we've talked
care.
about that too. We've talked about that.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe,
care.
but nobody's brain really works.
That's where I was
Yeah,
going.
yeah, right.
So, does that mean nobody's brain actually works like the next guy's brain? That's what it seems like.
Right. Yeah, no, I think everybody's brain is different, dude. I think that, yeah, I don't think anybody's brain works the same. And I mean, the last time we talked about this, I think may have mentioned this before, but it's proven that we don't see colors the same.
Yeah,
So like we all recognize blue, but my blue looks different than your blue.
right.
That's weird, dude.
It's the same thing. It sounds like the same thing, maybe visually, that we talk about musically, where you love Bob Dylan.
Yeah. Well, I
I
would say I love
don't.
Bob Dylan, but I
I just use
like,
that as an example.
yeah, yeah, no, you're
I
good.
don't. It's
Yeah,
still objectively, it's still the same thing,
right,
just
right, right,
you different to it, me different to it.
right. Do you know, like people who love Slayer and people who love Motorhead, I don't
Mhm.
understand.
Because I think when you say that, you're
Yeah.
referring to a s- specific type of fan of anything that starts to be a problem. Well, you could have
Well,
said Five Finger Death Punch fan. You
yep,
could have
don't
said Mountain Dew
understand.
fan. You could have said what's another thing, kind of a Nickelback fan.
Well, see, I do understand being a Nickelback fan because I like Nickelback.
They're okay. They can
I
write
like,
some songs.
yeah, I like the
They're
melodies.
generic
Yeah,
AC/DC, same thing every time, but yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah,
hit gold sometimes.
yeah. I mean, but this is the thing. Like, I've started to appreciate Motorhead because of the riffs and because of the song structures and
Right.
the attitude. But
Hmm.
Lemmy's voice is fucking rough.
Yeah.
You know? And
Isn't
I
that
don't
just
understand. There are people who Motorhead is their favorite band. And I'm like, how in the fuck can you hear Chris Cornell sing and hear Lemmy sing and go, I would rather listen to that? What?
I don't
It's,
know.
I don't get it, dude.
It's still one of those questions of how can you be a not music listener?
Yeah, fair, fair.
That might as well be you telling me you're a giant chair come to life that make it up.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
like, no, it doesn't connect. It
yeah.
doesn't, how do you,
Dude, there are people who don't like movies. I don't really like movies. What?
I wonder what
It's
those people's
weird.
lives are like because
Yeah,
I get so much. Let's be as honest and real as we can without being too, but I get so much of everything from music, from art,
yeah,
from
yeah,
movies and imagination that
yeah,
do these maybe that's why these people are just your boring asshole negative gossipy
yeah.
drones that just go to their shitty job. And I mean shitty job because they make it shitty because every
Right,
maybe
right,
that's just what
right,
it
dude.
is. And
The
maybe that's what people talk about when they say some people seem to have a soul and some people don't.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
We've talked about imagination in children, right? Like,
yeah.
I think imagination should be encouraged. It came up, I'll bring it
Absolutely.
up again real quick, and I'll,
Yeah.
because I was talking to Jess. We have a stray cat problem. We decided that one stray cat we were going to feed let be the tomcat.
Okay.
You know how that went. So I was
Yes.
thinking there's got to be something we
Yeah.
can launch or shoot at these little turds that's not a BB,
Yeah.
that won't hurt them. And I remembered those old school rubber BBs
Hmm.
suck, but didn't really hurt nothing.
Yeah.
Guns.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, I remember that shit. I'm gonna look them up. And then I got to thinking, kids don't. Something happened many years ago where it's like there was a deliberate stop of promoting anything imaginative or towards kids that was gun. Even
Right. That did happen.
Army, which
Yeah.
I think is
So
a
I know what happened actually.
what led to. So it
What led to it? Yeah. Yeah. What led to it?
was it 9/11?
No, no, it was before that. There was a kid in New York City
Uh-huh.
who was riding around on a bike and he had a water gun that looked just like a semi-automatic
And it got him
rifle.
killed. And
And
it
yeah,
started
he was
happening a little
pointing
more.
it at cops and they cornered him in an alley. And he was like, it's not real. And they killed him. And then after that, whoever was president passed a law that you had to like change the colors. Guns, like, even if you were going to have a gun that looked semi realistic, it had to have that
Yeah.
bright orange thing on the tip.
Yeah.
But yeah, they made laws like you can't promote realistic weapons to kids anymore. It's just not. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So what I'm
That's
kind of
what
thinking
happened.
and getting at
Yeah,
is is that actually a bad thing? Because if, like, I don't know about you, but since I had
yeah,
a pretty decent growing up, they were like, yeah, you're going to drink, whatever, do it.
yeah,
It's safe. So I never really did. I was like, oh, fuck it.
yeah.
Could it be the same idea with guns? If you've not grown up around watching war movies, so you don't know that a gun kills. And I
Yeah.
think that's important for a young kid with your imagination because you might just be playing Spider-Man, but you know the bad guy has a
Mhm.
gun and it
Right, right,
changes
right.
so you learn and you pretend and you kind of live the experience of what would I do? And that,
Yeah,
as you lead later on to life, maybe gives you kind of a core idea or a core understanding of, oh, gun, war, bad, death, robbery,
right, right,
Cowboys, Indians, death, because you
right.
already kind of put yourself there without shooting a gun, without shooting a person. But in your mind, you're doing it, you're living it,
Yeah. So with Casey, right?
uh-huh.
Um, this is interesting. I think it's interesting. When
Hmm.
when he was coming up as a kid, like he's 11 now.
On the
So,
scene, right?
yeah,
When he was
yeah.
coming up in the
Coming
streets.
up in the streets, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, he didn't use the word gun. We called anything that was a toy that would launch things,
Hmm.
we called it a shotter.
Okay.
I don't know why that was the word.
Okay.
He actually came up with it. He was like, "This is my shotter," and then
Okay.
even guns, toy guns, would become shotters, like anything that you could
Right.
simulate shooting with. And so
That's a
he,
connection thing. I like that. I get
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah, but he didn't really associate them with violence. And then as he got older
Oh.
and he, started seeing what shotters, and I'm using
Uh,
quotes, were, he started calling them guns. And it was like a transition that he made naturally. And we've talked about guns and hurting people and things like that.
right.
You know, once it became obvious that he was moving into that mindset. But I didn't take him as like a 4-year-old and go, "This is a gun, it'll fucking kill someone." You know what I mean?
Right.
I let him kind of grow
But
into it on
yeah,
his own.
you also
So
didn't, let's say, make sure every cartoon that was in the house had no guns or no mention
no,
of
not
guns.
at all, not at
You
all. Yeah,
didn't freak
no,
out and start telling people they had to take Elmer Fudd.
yeah, no, not no, dude. When Casey was almost 2, his favorite cartoon was Tom and Jerry,
Mm,
and we were chilling,
yeah.
and he came up behind me and hit me on the back of the head with a fucking frying pan,
Oh.
and ran away and laughed. And I said, "What did you do that for?" And he goes, "They do it on Tom and Jerry." And I said, "You're not watching Tom and Jerry for a month."
Mm,
but and I was like, "Because it hurts, dude."
yeah.
I was like, "Cartoons are not the same as real people." I was like, "You
Right.
hurt," you know? But he didn't know. Like, so. But yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't take Tom and Jerry away from him permanently. I took it away. I explained to him, that in cartoons they do stuff that doesn't hurt, but in real life it hurts. And I want you to think about, the difference. And then once
Right.
he got some time to think about it, I gave it back.
Well, you actually hit on what I think is the core of the actual gun matter,
Yeah,
and that's accountability.
yeah, yeah,
Plain and simple. A gun is just a tool. If
yeah.
you, my wife's got a gun in there.
Yeah.
Guess what that gun's not going to do?
Shoot you.
Fucking anything.
Yeah, fucking anything.
It's not going to crawl its gun ass up out of her
Right,
holster.
right, 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 right,
It's
right,
not going to get mad at my neighbor and decide.
right, right.
So, what is it really? It's an object.
Yeah, yeah, fair.
What do you do with objects? You understand them, and then you respect what the object does.
Yeah,
It's
fair.
that simple to me.
Yeah.
But people still, is it right to freak out? Is it good to basically censor kids about guns? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't
But
think so.
did they have to? Because it's gotten to the point where it feels like there's just too many people that, again, with the accountability,
Yeah,
aren't doing the right things when it comes to discussing the hard, dangerous, tough issues with their children.
right. Well, I do like the idea of toy guns that don't look like guns
Hmm.
because I understand where it came from.
Yeah.
A kid got killed because cops
Mm.
thought he had a real gun. That's
Right.
bullshit, you
Right.
know?
But there's
So,
also, I don't know why, there's a
mhm.
little bit more. When you tell me that story, and I a bit of it sounds like probably paraphrasing and trying to
Yeah,
remember.
yeah, yeah. Well, it was a
But
long time. It was like the
is that
early 90s, so I mean, it's forever ago.
really what happened?
I mean, that's what they said. That's what the news
Now
said.
that we know how the news works,
Yeah, fair.
how old was the kid really?
I mean, he was preteen.
Yeah, but was he a preteen in Compton? There's a
They were in New York
difference.
City. It was in New York City. It did happen in New York City.
Now, I guess what I'm trying to say has been kind of the theme of this for a
Yeah,
while. The perspective there, because I got imagination, I read a lot. I
yeah,
can, for some reason, whether I'm right or wrong, whether I feel I'm right or wrong, I can just whoop. Okay, so what really happened?
yeah,
It makes me wonder because whenever something happens here, gun related, you have to be careful because it starts getting all this sensationalism and it's maybe and maybe and maybe, or they start changing the words like a kid got shot. What's a kid?
yeah,
Well, he's 17. Okay, that's a kid.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
was he
No, this kid was
slinging?
young, and like I said, it was a squirt gun.
Yeah.
So this was, yeah. I'm sure that like you could still look up the details online somewhere. because
Honestly,
it's pretty important, you know.
what that sounds like to me, and it came up weirdly. Jesse was watching Different Strokes,
Okay.
and they were doing a very, I don't know if you'd want to call it pro black culture episode, but not like they do it today. It
Hmm.
wasn't like aggressive or
Yeah,
BLM. It
no,
was more
Different
like,
Strokes was super respectful, man. That was a
yeah.
good fucking
And
show.
what I noticed was there was a culture, you still see it sometimes
Yeah,
in black community of bright colors. And I just thought it was neat that in the 70s, they were trying to address it.
yeah,
And to me, that's that neat culture was going on there in the black community is all the fun, I'm sorry, whatever fun stuff's their funk and
yeah,
and it's all positive and it's all good. But unfortunately, whoever the powers, whatever that means, just said no.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's almost the instant because the 80s are next, and we know what at least our government did to the black community in the 80s with the
Have some
crack.
crack. Have some crack. Have some
And I
crack.
just happened to connect that, and it's like, what a shame. Like
Yeah.
we were talking about earlier about potential, is because, of course, I was talking to Jess about it. I was like, do you know much about the African people? She's like, not really. Did you watch Shaka Zulu? You and I have talked about it. She's like, no. Like they were bad motherfuckers
Yeah.
with
Oh,
bright
yeah.
feathers and bright colors and
Yeah.
rhythm. And why was that forgotten? And now, if you, unfortunately, if you talk to most people about what's black culture, you know what they're
Yeah.
talking about. And
Yeah.
that's a shame.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. I see. I'm so weird about culture, dude. I, uh,
I
I'm weird
honestly
about
don't
all
care.
that
It is
stuff.
what it is. I'm just
Yeah.
so able to look at things from so many different
Different
directions.
perspectives. Yeah. But I grew up on, different strokes and good times and Jeffersons and what's happening and
I'd watch them like
Branson
the
and
background if I had no choice, but I
yeah.
wasn't a
When
big
I was a
fan.
kid, I mean, that was my mom was big on sitcoms and family dramas, so we
Oh
watched
yeah, we had all that
fucking
stuff
all of them.
too.
Yeah, we watched them all. So
I had a weird, I've talked about maybe, I had kind of a weird thing with racism and sexism and all of that because of being a comic fan and a music fan. I
right,
didn't have any of it, none of it.
right,
With the sexism from reading comics, when you see a character like Wonder Woman in very little,
yeah,
I always knew, well, she's beautiful and
yeah,
she's
yeah,
buff,
right.
and so of course
They'll moida you.
she's gonna wear something that makes her look awesome or look
Hey, right,
sexy
it's
like
just
she
like
wants.
wrestling, dude. It's the
And
same
I
as
just
wrestling.
went, that's just a girl who's choosing to express that she feels to look that way. And that was it.
Yeah,
I didn't care. I'm not, she's a slut. Didn't care. Didn't
yeah,
objectify him. I was like,
yeah,
if anything, I'm like, thank you for just sharing the sexy with me. I like women. Thank you. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
And it's like that with music too. If it would get too rap or hip hop or negative quote
Mhm.
black culture, I would just go, hey, this isn't for me.
Right.
I don't, I'm not going to diss it. I'm not going to say it's wrong. I'm just like, I don't connect. It's not for me.
Yeah.
A lot of
Well,
people can't do that.
yeah. I mean, I see. So like Gorillas in the Mist. Do you know there?
Oh gosh, Jane Goodall?
No, no, I'm talking about the rap group.
Oh, no.
Okay, so Ice Cube
Uh-huh.
produced this group called Gorillas in the Mist, and they had a song about killing white people.
But
And for the
they were calling
long,
themselves gorillas?
well, it was gorillas with a U, like guerrilla warfare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was to turn what white people
Yeah.
called them into like, So
Right.
yeah, so gorillas in the mist, G-U-R-E,
Right.
Guer, whatever. But so they had a song about killing white people, and for the longest time, I was like, you know what? I don't like Ice Cube because he produced this group.
Right.
Wouldn't listen to him, dude.
Yeah.
Um, but then it's like, writing a song about killing white people is kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't know, dude. Like. I don't.
As you get older, like I was
Yeah.
trying to say earlier, learn more, live more experiences, you can go, hey, you know what?
White
There's
people
some shitty
fucking
racist white
suck.
people.
Yeah. So write the song about killing white people. You know, I mean, and they were talking about killing white devils. I'm not a
Yeah.
white devil. I'm not a white devil, dude. So you don't have to kill me. It's all good.
Yeah.
I know
And
some
that's
white
how I look
devils.
at
Go kill them. Go kill the white devils.
we
You
don't
know, like,
we've gone to several of the pride things downtown. I
sure.
don't anymore.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm still supportive, whatever, that's all cool, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it from over here. And it's
yeah,
for that same reason. Hey, I'm cool. I still support all you guys and all that, but you're
yeah.
reaching a point that's not for me. So I'm
Right.
just gonna step over here.
Sure,
And
sure, sure.
that's all it is. And people don't do that. It seems like they have to go, well, Ice Cube's not doing the thing I wanted him to.
Yeah,
Well, then damn him. Then he
yeah,
should shut up. Then
yeah.
he should, it's like, just sit back and be like, all right, I know some shitty white people.
Right, right.
I know who
And
he's talking about. Or
yeah, yeah.
maybe I
And
could imagine what it's like to be a kid that you got nothing. So your only choice is to pick up that gun and
yeah,
go for whatever reason, even if it's as simple that we all get, like he's got to feed his mom.
yeah, yeah. And so here's the thing that's funny too, like the chorus of that song is buck the devil, buck the devil, boom, give a N-word, give a N-word, give a N-word room.
Hmm.
So what they were saying was they were going to kill some racist white people so they could have some space.
Hmm.
You know, not to take over, not to freaking oppress, to get
If
some
you
fucking space,
you
man.
have to be fair.
Yeah,
And of course, that I don't know. We've talked about it. Everybody knows it. No one
yeah,
knows what to do with it. For some reason, whatever you would call the government of America has attacked, oppressed, tried to socially engineer probably all of us, but
yeah,
for sure, noticeably out in the open, the black people altogether.
100%, dude.
When
And
they
I
talk
don't, yeah,
about some of the generals and yeah, they have to fight over in Africa because stuff's crazy and but you don't hear them saying like, "Hey, this general man," kind of like back in the day, they would be like, "General Patton." No, it's of course these guerrillas or
yeah,
these. They use wording that's even like
yeah,
to trick you into thinking savage is
yeah,
nobody's.
yeah, yeah.
So of course there are going to be artists because that's what art does. Art stands up and says, "No more,
You can be
no
angry,
more."
yeah, yeah, hell yeah, yeah, dude. I
We've
mean,
talked about it. That's that spark. That's that.
yeah, yeah. I mean, dude, anger creates art if
Mhm.
it's used the right way. That's legitimate. You know what I mean? People go
Emotion
to the
seems to.
machine if there wasn't angry people.
Yep.
You know?
Emotion seems to at least the art of music be
Yeah,
the key, right?
yeah,
Because if you're one of those people that can really feel an emotion and then you need to express it, that's the key. What am I feeling? I don't know. Anxiety.
yeah. Well,
Anxiety
even
feels like dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
right, right, right. Even like movies, you know what I mean? Like there
Mhm.
are movies that come from all different kinds of places, and visual art. You know, that's not sterile. That's not stuff that's just made academically. That stuff is visceral. That stuff comes
Yeah.
from the blood. That is, you know,
It's something. It's
yeah,
whatever this art is, be it the create it must boil down to creation, I guess.
yeah,
Whatever because people that suck, no, that doesn't work. I was gonna say because people that suck, like that might be considered really evil, true, like
yeah,
say
yeah,
Diddy, they don't create, but he created some stuff.
yeah. And
Well,
honestly, there's a lot of
did he?
people.
Or to me, and this is just my opinion, I don't know if everybody
Yeah,
loves Diddy. If I'm going to sit back open-minded and consider everything and look at his career, he didn't create nothing. He did not.
yeah,
He
yeah.
was able to ride
Capitalize.
coattails
Yeah, yeah.
and make
Capitalize
it,
on talented people. Yeah,
yes, make it seem like that big, Biggie or whatever
yeah. Biggie. Yeah,
was
sure.
only because of Puffy.
That's silly.
And that's not the case at
Buffy was
all.
only because of Biggie.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. But I
So
mean,
those
honestly,
people don't create. They don't.
yeah.
What's, can we name another evil oh, this doesn't actually work.
Fear. What do you think
Look
of
at,
fear?
yeah. Look at Gacy.
Sure.
He tried. I don't uh, well, was he
Great.
creating
He
or
was a
was he
painter,
taunting people by
painting
John
those
Wayne
pictures.
Gacy, the clown
Yeah,
killer, painted a
yeah.
clown picture?
Oh well.
Do you see what I'm trying
Yeah,
to say? Was he
yeah.
did he have to sit down because he envisioned the clown like you hear a song and you're like, I gotta get that out?
Right, right,
Or
right,
because he's a psychopath and the kind of person
right,
I'm trying to was he just like, I can sort of paint
right.
because of the
Yeah,
intentions, something about intention, energy, and
right.
creation. There's something there because if you come into whatever it is bad, you
Yeah,
have a problem. I had it with this episode. I just wasn't in the right whatever to create.
right, right, right. Well, like I'm saying though, what do you think about Fear? Like the band Fear?
Oh, they're another band? Like,
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
I
know
mean,
enough about them to have a good enough
okay,
opinion.
that guy's a piece of shit, dude. The singer for Fear is
Hmm.
sexist, racist, freaking piece of shit. But Fear has some pretty good songs.
Mm.
I mean,
Well,
they
that's an
do.
interesting
They were John
phenomena.
Belushi's favorite band, which is so insane. But he got them booked on Saturday
It's
Night
not
Live.
that
He got banned for
insane.
life. but but
John
yeah,
Belushi, let me organize this real quick. You'll
yeah,
like it.
yeah,
Listeners
yeah.
probably what you're envisioning for who John Belushi was
Right.
is not true. It's because somebody famous maybe wrote his biography and said these things and everybody ran with it.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
I'm going with this is Bill Murray was
yeah.
on Joe Rogan's podcast and they were
Yeah.
talking about this famous author. His name is Bill Woodward.
Okay.
He got famous by writing about Watergate and it's considered the official whatever.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then he writes a biography about Jim Belushi,
Okay.
who Bill Ghostbusters Murray is super close friends with. Very,
Okay.
very
Yeah.
close.
Sure. 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 Sure.
And the biography is what set up the legend you think you maybe know about.
Jim Belushi. Sure.
That he was this wild party guy and he was
Yeah.
doing there was a
Bunch
spoof.
of coke and heroin and all the
Not
things.
true.
Yeah.
According to Bill Murray, who is his friend,
Yeah.
not true. Bill Woodward made it all up to sell biographies and
Okay.
it's embellishment. Bill Murray said he believes, and was one of his best friends, that
Yeah.
was probably the first time or one of the second, not very often, you know what I mean, times Belushi ever tried a speedball.
Yeah. I mean, dude, trying a speedball is serious business, though.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's not
But
something
look
you're
what
going to
happened.
do unless you're doing drugs.
The perception of it turned into everybody thinks that Belushi was constantly this wild, and he
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Anthrax wrote a song about him. Now he did too many drugs and destroyed his life. So
Right.
yeah. Yeah.
But that legend is part of it. That's part of that rock star legend, according to Bill Murray, who I believe
Right.
would know.
Right. Right. Yeah. Sure. I mean, but I was just saying that it's insane that Fear would be anybody's favorite band. Because I'm not saying like,
That another red flag band that we've brought up a
I mean,
couple times
just
now.
you know, the song that I know by them is "I Don't Care About You," and I don't know if you know that song,
Mm-mm.
but it's basically a song about like all kinds of fucked up stuff happening,
And
and
he
then the
doesn't care.
chorus is "I don't care about you, fuck you." Like that's the chorus.
Well,
Um,
there's a whole sub-genre of almost every form of art
yeah, yeah,
disgust that I would think is disgusting. That
right,
is being written from the perspective and for the expressed. intent of being the most disgusting, be it violent, rapey,
Yeah,
dirty.
yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know what it's called, like splatter punk or
Sure, sure. Like
whatever.
whatever it was that Gigi Allen used to do.
Yeah, there's a genre and people like it.
Yeah,
I personally don't get it,
yeah,
but maybe people need to, again, with the music, they need to see it.
yeah, yeah,
They need
yeah,
to be exposed to just what? There's people
yeah,
that do what?
yeah. But like the guy from Fear would, like, if there were women in the crowd, he would like spit on them and stuff, and he punched a couple of them in the face, like at their shows. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I do not believe that that guy is a good person. The guy from Fear is a piece of crap. But Fear wrote some catchy punk tunes, man, and like, I don't care about you is a fun song.
Right?
As so like saying that someone who's my whole point going back to it is people who are evil, because I believe that guy is evil,
Hmm.
um, can still make
Yeah.
art, unfortunately, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, Look at Your Game Girl is a really good song. Charles Manson wrote that motherfucker. So, you know, I mean, I don't
I don't know
know.
if it's a good song.
You don't know? I
Uh-uh.
mean, I think I see.
Uh-uh.
I've only heard Axl Rose play it,
Hmm.
but I mean, it's got a cool little melody. Like, I think that it's, well written. I think it's a well written song. Like,
I disagree for really interesting reasons.
okay,
I think it's a crap song. I don't think there's anything special about it. The lyrics are bland, the melody's bland, it's dumb, it's not well constructed. It's a song. A 5-year-old, not a 5-year-old, 12-year-old could have wrote it. 15-year-old could have wrote it. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's not
okay,
even worth talking about,
damn,
except for Charles Manson was such a weird character that his, let's call it aura, call it his riz, like the kids say, is attached to that song. Without the Charles Manson ingredient,
yeah, you don't think it's a good song?
it's nothing. No. And just
Interesting.
my opinion, right? Everybody has
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
but
yeah.
to me, the song
Yeah.
is not only is it just not a good song, I think it's a bad song. It's
Well,
an
now I'm gonna listen
amateur
to it.
attempt at making music. I don't, it, in my opinion, it's nothing. It's
Huh.
just attached to, it's not even Bob Dylan. It's not even like I just don't like it, so it's nothing
Yeah,
to me.
yeah.
I mean, in
You
my
just don't think
honest
it's a good
opinion,
song
that
at
song
all.
all around in everything we like to talk about that goes into building a song,
Yeah.
it's a bad song. It's trash.
Okay.
It's throwaway trash. It should have been wadded up on the piece of paper it was originally written on and gone, no, and thrown right
Yeah.
away.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I really
So,
feel about that song as a standalone song. It's just nothing. It's not worth
like, if someone else had put out "Look at Your Game Girl" and it had nothing to do with Charles Manson, you'd be like, "Oh, this song is just fucking horrible."
it. The same song, same melody,
Yeah,
same,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
same opinion. It's nothing. The song is not
Okay.
special. It's not even remotely special. It's not even good. It's not even, it shouldn't even get its foot in the door. It should not be in my ring. I'm a grumpy old vet.
Damn, dude. Right on.
And it's a cool phenomenon though,
Yeah.
because you think the opposite. You think the song is really
I
cool.
think it's pretty good. I mean, I don't think it's like one of the greatest songs ever written or anything, but I like, I think that the lift into the chorus is interesting. Because the verses kind of hum along and then it kind of goes up into the chorus, and I like, you can tell those lies, baby, but you're only fooling you. I think that's a neat little turn of phrase. I mean,
Right, but you also got to take into account the kind of at least manipulation person Charlie was.
sure,
So
sure,
when
sure.
you look at that song and realize, or at least keep in mind, he's trying to impress, was it Brian Wilson's brother in the Beach Boys?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So again, context and the way I deduce songs and all that, again, there's another thing that points to me that that song is just trash. He didn't even write it with any My guess, whatever, he didn't even write it with any intentions of anything good. It's
Huh.
just because he wasn't a musician. He
Right,
wasn't. He wasn't a good guitar player. His voice
right,
sucked. His
right,
his lyrics sucked. It's just that
right.
he was Charles Manson, and now
Yeah,
he's over it.
I want to hear it not with Axl Rose singing it because I
Oh, so
wonder
you've
if the
never
fact
heard
that
Charlie sing any of this stuff,
no,
or
no, no. I just
it's
like I said,
terrible.
yeah, I've only heard the Axl Rose version, and obviously Axl Rose is a great fucking singer.
No, he
So,
is not.
ah,
I like Guns N' Roses. Hang
yeah,
on. Let
okay,
me let's get into this.
yeah. Let's hear it. I know other people who don't think Axl Rose is a great singer, but I think he is.
When he was younger
Yeah,
and they were inventing their style and they were coming into their own,
yeah,
it's perfect for what they were doing. The
right.
way he sang, even the way he thought about music, because November Rain and those kind of big songs,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
unfortunately got in his own way. He's not a great singer. It was just perfect for Guns N' Roses. And then he
Yeah.
got in his own way,
Yeah.
and whatever happened took him away from what we would call that grind. When you're on your grind, just working on your skills day after day, day after day,
Right.
day after day. And now his voice is trash. His
Well, yeah. I
timing
mean, he's not good
awful.
anymore.
They're
I've heard
all
this
their new
stuff like,
songs are terrible.
yeah. I didn't think the Chinese experiment was that bad. Chinese democracy. I didn't think it was that bad, but it's
I'm
not.
starting to wonder if the overall arc of Guns N' Roses is just lightning in a bottle. They're not a greatly talented. Slash is a pretty good musician, but he is
Yeah.
also kind of just Slash. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah. He's sloppy though. I
Yeah.
mean, I think he's a great guitar player. I think he's got great feel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But he's sloppy. Like he's not Eddie Van Halen.
Right, but
You know what
he
I mean?
gets to he's Slash
Yeah.
because they did that neat thing, especially for the time of that everything Guns N' Roses were doing, from their punk rock to their bigger, expansive ballads, was kind of, if not unique, they were one of the first bands to push it out to the
Yeah. Yeah.
average.
Sure. I mean, dude, so I am not one of those people who thinks that Guns N' Roses is some mythic band. They had three freaking albums,
Yeah. Ooh,
and one of them would really just be one album.
you know what? Mythical talent bands? No,
Yeah.
but they
Oh,
are a myth. They're a
yeah,
mythical
fair.
band
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's yeah,
they're
yeah.
not they're not Led Zeppelin, or they're not
Right,
Black Sabbath or
right.
Ozzy,
Or
who
the
is a
Beatles.
myth, who
Yeah,
also uniquely brought stuff to music. A little
yeah,
bit, right? Because
yeah,
they did some neat things. Lightning in a bottle. That's my
yeah,
example for Guns N' Roses. Slash
yeah.
isn't the best guitar player in the world, but he fit for that.
Right, right.
Axel, I don't think his voice is really that great,
I
but
think
man,
again.
it rules on Civil War and
Yeah. Well, I think he had really good breath control back then. The
mhm,
fact that, if you ever watch him live in the late 80s, like,
mhm.
he could jog across a freaking stage
But he
and sing.
sucked. His sound, and it could be the only way I've been able to enjoy the experience is
Yeah.
through a video. So
Right.
unfortunately, I'm going to lose a lot.
Right, right, right.
But I have never, ever, ever heard a live video concert snippet. Snippet's not fair to say, where Axel sounded good.
Wow.
No, that is untrue. There's
Yeah.
this bootleg they put out and before usual nope, before Appetite for Destruction became mega huge. It's
Okay.
just them playing live at like the Troubadour.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's just those Appetite songs, and
Yeah.
it's raw and it's punk and Axel's in form. You see Guns N' Roses
Right,
in
right,
the
right.
good way out of this small,
Yeah, see,
legendary. uh,
now I'm wondering how much of this is just like me looking back on it as a kid. Maybe I need to fucking check out some live Guns N' Roses as a grown man and see if it's as good as I remember it being.
do
But
we do we really want to do that? Because evidently I've gotten to do this a couple times. I did
yeah,
it with Borgo Pass. Oh, there's stuff I
yeah,
remember loving.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed the album and I still, but what if I didn't?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't tell I mean, maybe I would have told the fans, hey, I thought I enjoyed this a lot more. What if
Yeah.
you go back and listen to something like live Guns N' Roses and you're excited and you're like, this is gonna rule,
And it
and you
sucks.
notice it and it's like, oh,
Yeah. That'd be bad business, man. I will say that I think Half of Appetite is not great.
the core
I think
half.
probably half of that album is not great. It's
Uh,
not terrible, but it's like okay. It's okay hard rock.
yeah, but it's the way they presented it made it
Yeah,
special.
sure, sure.
Because I agree, but there's some I like Welcome to the Jungle.
Right,
There's some
sure.
fun stuff later on, like Rocket Queen. That's a cool song.
See, I think Rocket Queen, My Michelle, I think those songs, what is the Move to the City?
Mm.
I'm just like,
My
I
Michelle,
think, you know,
my Michelle has a weird rapey sleaze sex
fair.
undertone I don't like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But Rocket Queen, I kind of like. That's like
I
I
mean,
think that's my sleeper hit on the album.
really? And I'm not saying I don't like the song. What I'm saying is there was like 100 bands out of LA who were playing that song.
Really?
That not, that's that
Oh yeah,
song.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah,
Rocket Queen could be a rat song, could
right.
be
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Because
Yeah,
you
not playing
got
the song
me.
Rocket Queen, but yeah, playing the, and the freaking
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Rocket Queen and Round.
yeah.
Might as well be
Fuck
the
yeah,
same song.
fuck yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I get what you're saying, but
Yeah, but Paradise City special, fucking Sweet Child of Mine is special. Welcome to the Jungle is special. They had
mm.
special songs. I'm not trying to say they don't. You're crazy. The way that song builds and shit is fucking insane. Like, so yeah. I mean, I'm not saying they didn't have.
And then they turn around and release Lies, which is what the fuck? Are they just trying to be jerks?
Dude, I
I think it's they have no
love.
talent or they don't understand their talent at that point. So they put
Yeah.
out Lies. That's just them being
But
raw.
Lies was like, so it was old live recordings that they had done in LA and then some demos and shit. It wasn't like a real album. They were just trying to
Was it just a
fucking.
hodgepodge kind of?
Yeah, it was because they were taking so long to make the second record that
Mm,
Geffen was like, you have to fucking put out something. And
that
so they took their old demos and shit and made them an album. That's
that makes sense.
because that had come out before. That actually had come out as an independent that they put out on their own before they were ever signed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Lies is like a re it's older shit that they yeah. It was
Well, it's
called like Live
older
Like
garbage.
Suicide. It was called Uzi Live Like Suicide or something like that was
I
what it was
remember that.
originally
Yeah,
called. Yeah,
you're
so
right.
they redid it. But I love I Used to Love Her. That fucking song's great. That's probably my favorite Guns N' Roses song.
I used to love her.
I
I
love that
had to
melody,
kill
but then the
her.
lyrics are great. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. Yeah.
What's that on?
That's on Lies.
No, it's not. I'm looking at Lies right here, and
No,
it's
I
not on there.
promise you it's on Lies.
Track one, Reckless Life. Track two, Nice Boys. Track three, Move to the City. I like Mama Ken, but that's a cover.
Yeah.
Patience. Oh, there's Used to Love Her. Okay.
Told you it's on there, man.
I was just
And
flipping through it, and I was like, I actually don't like any of these songs, but
then
Patience
One
is
in a
its own
Million.
thing. Yeah.
1 in a Million is the song.
The stuff I like out of Guns N' Roses is the bigger epic stuff. I
Yeah,
love Civil War.
great song.
I love like even Locomotive. Yeah, Locomotive. Pretty
Right.
tied up. There's
Oh,
like
pretty.
yeah,
Yeah, right on.
Estranged. I
That
like
song is insane, dude. When that album came out, it's funny because that song got such bad press. Like rock critics didn't like it. They
yeah, they
thought it was
didn't get
like
it.
bloated and like yeah, they did not like it at all, dude. I
Yeah,
think it's
it's
cool
one of
though.
these big soundscape songs that you
Yeah,
don't expect from A Guns N' Roses or
right.
B what visually looks like a bunch of punk assholes.
Is that the song that goes like, "Ain't nobody ever told you, baby,
Yep.
how this?" Yeah, that's a great fucking song, dude. Yeah.
Yes. You know what?
Yeah, that's a
I'm
fucking
gonna
great
stand
song.
on it again. Guns N' Roses Use Your Illusions 2 is
Yeah.
great.
Is that the Blue album?
Yeah,
I like the Blue one better too. Yeah.
I do too. I mean, ooh, I almost stepped on my own dick again and said something trying to be kind that isn't
Yeah.
necessarily true. I was gonna
Right.
say there's a lot of stuff I like on the first one. No, it's not.
Got the Live and Let Die. cover,
Yep.
which is
I
cool.
like Bad Obsession just because it's
Sure,
got that
sure.
weird like blues swing that I like.
An obsession. Yeah, it's a cool
But
song.
other than that,
Right. There's not a lot on the Yellow
and I
album.
love those albums and Guns N' Roses because there's an emotional connection here with my mother, which is
Right.
weird. My mom is this little short religious country bumpkin.
Okay.
But when the two albums came out, I believe they released at the same time, right?
Yeah, same day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom bought them for me for Christmas.
Nice.
Oh yeah, what a great gift. And for some reason, my mom, and I know you don't know her, so it's not quite
Yeah.
gonna make sense. I'm trying to think age-wise. I'd have been young, so my mom would have been
Yeah, I was like 17 when those albums came out. So, and you're
no.
what, 4 years younger than me
Yeah, that
ish?
makes about sense.
Yeah.
My mom had a Guns N' Roses shirt too, and I don't know why,
Nice.
but she gave it to me. And so for the longest time, I had this cool Guns N' Roses shirt
Hell
that
yeah.
my mom gave me. And
Hell
for some
yeah.
reason, because I love my mom and everything, it
Yeah.
always it added this extra love to getting these two albums.
Right. Sure.
And then you get into the albums. They're good albums.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Uh, except for okay, the original there's two versions of Don't Cry.
Right. Yeah, and the alternate lyric one isn't that great.
I disagree. I think it's the better one because that's the one with Shannon Hoon in the background.
Really? Okay, so I thought the other one was that
You
it's the
might be
original
right.
lyric one that's not that great. It's kind of rambly and like,
Maybe you are right. I'm confusing my
well,
one of
whichever
them.
one doesn't have Shannon Hoon isn't good. That's the rambly, like, yeah, yeah. I don't like that. I
That
don't
might be
like
the
Get in the
original.
Ring. I think Get in the Ring's a terrible fucking song.
Oh, it not only is it terrible when you're younger and
Yeah.
just trying to chill out, maybe go to sleep. I don't know why I listen to records going to sleep, but when it gets to get in the ring, it's jarring and it fucks
Yeah, it's
everything up.
a good song, dude.
And My World.
And I
The
don't
song
think The
would
Garden
freak
is
me out.
that good, to be honest. It's cool that it has Alice Cooper on it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a great song either.
Shotgun Blues is okay.
Yeah, Shotgun Blues is all right. I think the rest of the songs are pretty good except for those four.
Yeah, you know what? So does that qualify this album for close to a masterpiece? I mean,
I mean,
Civil
man,
War is good, 14 Years is good,
Yesterday's. I love
Yesterday's
Yesterday.
good, Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Yeah, it's a
That
good cover.
cover's
It's a good cover.
fire, let's be honest.
Bob Dylan song.
Yeah, yeah.
Good cover.
Get in the Ring sucks. Shotgun
Yes.
Blues is just kind of
It's
quick, punky,
okay.
not very good. Breakdown, I love
I
that
don't
song too.
remember that song.
Um, I don't think it has a traditional chorus. It starts with him
Hmm.
whistling. Mm.
Hmm.
I just like
That
the
sounds
lines
like
and
it's
stuff
good.
from
Yeah,
it.
I don't really remember that song.
Yeah, that's one I really like.
Okay.
Pretty tied up's okay.
Yeah.
Locomotive, so fine. And then
Oh,
Estranged,
So
You Could Be
Fine's
Mine.
cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's good songs, man.
Well, it was a neat thing. It was kind of ambitious or outside of the box thinking for the time.
Yeah.
Think about what they were as far as a band.
Hmm.
We only have Lies and what Appetite at
Right.
this
Yeah, that's
point.
it, dude. Yeah.
So all we know is this not dirty, but kind of dirty, sleazy
Right, right, right. And Axel
street
was like,
kind of.
I
And
really
then
like Elton John.
you're right. And
Yeah.
then we, the world got lucky and they took the money to, I guess, give them time to explore
Right. Right.
artists. And then we get the two Use Your Illusions. The
Yeah.
first one,
Yeah.
you're like, whatever. I mean, they're making cool songs. And then you get to the second one, and that's when you well, no, the first one, you hit that cover of Live and Let Die,
Hmm. Hmm.
and that's game changing.
Yeah. It's a great cover.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally game changing cover. It's excellent. It's one of those where I say the artist took it and said, yeah, that's my song now.
I
Thank you.
love Paul McCartney, dude. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. But
yeah.
I'm not a super huge Paul McCartney fan or
Right.
whatever. I love this version of.
Yeah. Yeah. Living. So when I was a kid, I was really into James Bond, and I
Good.
loved that movie.
I
So my
missed that whole
mom,
fandom.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
You
not
missed the whole
like,
fandom?
yeah,
Oh
I'm not.
man.
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
loved Roger Moore, dude. Roger Moore was like the coolest human being on the planet for to me for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that guy. So my mom bought me the Live and Let Die soundtrack on vinyl, obviously, because that's what we had back then. So
right.
I had that soundtrack, dude, and I loved that song. Most of the Live and Let Die soundtrack is jungle music. It's the craziest shit. And by that I mean literally music that you supposedly would hear in the jungle, like ooh, 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 and freaking beating on bongos and shit. It's terrible, but Live and Let Die is on it. So
So I've been doing, both of us have been doing this inadvertently.
yeah,
We've been selling Use Your Illusions one short. There's
what's
one simple
yeah, what's
reason
happening?
why that we've been missing, and it blows everything up. We're not talking about November Rain.
Is that on one?
Yes.
Fair. I mean, good song, really good
Good.
song.
Oh yeah,
That's
we're
a
just talking
great song.
perspective now, but to me,
Yeah, it's a
that's
great
a
song.
great
Yeah, yeah,
song.
great song. Yeah,
That's an
great song
album
though.
saving, that's a career making,
Yeah,
legendary
yeah,
status type song. It's one of those songs like the Beatles were known for doing all the time. Just
yeah, yeah.
it comes out and it's everyone just
Right.
because you had metalheads also thought it was cool that Axel was upset that his wife left him. I mean,
Right.
she was arguably one of the late in the video, one of the prettiest girls in all of existence,
Yeah, yeah.
especially to young men at that age. But think about, or what I'm doing is thinking about how Guns N' Roses first came out. They were like on the streets, kids with switchblades. They might cut you. They're okay guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that the Use Your Illusions is the artist of who they really were, just giving me the thing I love in music, just blossoming, and
Right, right, right.
that's what makes them legendaries. Because as a whole career, yeah, whatever, they got some shit songs.
Yeah,
Thing is, they've got November Rain.
they do have
That
no.
song alone is one hit wonder, legendary career making. If it was just some band like named The Couch, but they wrote that song, we'd still be
Right.
talking about it. That's
Fair.
how
Yeah.
epic that
Yeah.
song is.
Yeah. It's a great song, man.
And they do it a couple times. Not every album, no one does that, but Guns N' Roses did it a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fair.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I mean, I just like, I don't know, man. I feel like putting Guns N' Roses on the same level as like Queen and Aerosmith and David Bowie is weird because they have three albums.
Right.
You know, I just think it's weird.
Yeah, but
And the
what they
difference too,
did was part of it. It
I
wasn't
get it.
necessarily the
I get it. It was the
catalog. How many
danger that they
albums did
brought.
Janice have?
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know how many of them she had. I know
I
she had
mean,
Pearl.
I'd
Okay.
say, yeah.
Yeah,
It could, is it that different of an argument? Really?
that's fair.
I mean,
That's fair.
Janice is amazing.
Yeah,
Everybody agrees Janice is
yeah. She's a
amazing.
fucking legend for sure, dude.
But as I've said a bunch of things, a bunch of times, in all honesty, let's be fair, she can't sing. She did. I
I
don't know
mean, she
how.
had a big bluesy voice, you
Yeah.
know. So it's like,
But it
yeah,
was
I think,
her. She
yeah, and
couldn't sing.
I
She
think
wasn't
there's
Aretha Franklin.
right. I think there's a difference between being a good rock singer and being a good singer. You know,
Hmm.
like if you look at like Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber can sing, you
Yeah,
know,
he
he's
can.
got an octave range, blah, you know, whatever. Usher, same deal, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Good sing. But Mick Jagger, not a great singer. I love
Right.
the fucking Stones.
Yeah. James
You know?
Joplin, not a
Not a
great.
great singer. Not
It goes back to
classically,
that fun
you know,
line.
she's not fucking Whitney Houston, you know,
Right.
but yeah,
It brings it all the way back in a fun circle way to something I said when talking about Jen Christie,
yeah,
how there's differences in singers because we were talking about Mariah Carey,
yeah,
who maybe people will call one of the best singers of all time because she
sure.
can do all the octave and all that
Yeah,
fun
yeah, dude,
stuff.
for sure. Yeah,
Where Jen, she probably can't do all that.
right.
That's
She's
not what she
a talented
does.
singer, though. Yeah,
She sings her ass off in a way that It's
Yeah.
different. Mariah Carey is showing off. Look at me, I break glass. But like I said, a
Right.
singer and a writer like Jen Christie is just like, yeah, you can break glass. That's cute.
I
Watch me
hear
break
parts.
people.
Yeah.
Watch me in a good way. Watch
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. And
There's
I mean,
levels to
there's
everything.
something to be said for power and emotion.
Hmm.
You know,
Which is why you like power pop. That's the delivery of,
mm,
which is
yeah.
weird why I don't.
I like power pop because it's guitar forward, it's vocal forward, the drums are big, the
Hmm.
bass grooves. That's and there's always a hook. The
Right.
melodies, dude, I am so melodies are what make songs for me. If
Oh
a
yeah,
song
absolutely. I
doesn't
get
have a
it.
good melody, then I can't fuck with it. Um, so
So
yeah, I
different for
mean,
every song for me.
yeah,
It's just, and I was kind of, this is also a thing I was talking about to Jesse with. I have one of
yeah,
those apps on my phone that just circles through pictures of her,
for sure,
whatever.
yeah, yeah,
And
nice,
we've been together for 15 years,
yeah,
so a lot changes. And she was like,
yeah,
"What do you like about that?" And I was like, "It's different. Some pictures, I'm a dude. Your boobs look great.
right,
Some pictures, she's holding our dog." And
right, yeah,
it's like that with music too. Sometimes this has the melody that, and sometimes it's just, oh, this has the guitar hook
right,
that
right,
catches me. It's,
right.
I don't know.
Well, the melody doesn't always have to be a vocal melody either.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Okay. Yeah.
there just has to be. There are some songs that is slammed together and they call it music, and that happens unfortunately
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah. And it's usually attached to Mike Patton to bring it
Dude, Mike
full
Patton
circle.
can be hard to listen to. I'm not gonna lie, but like I love Angel Dust.
Oh gosh.
I love the real thing. Um,
Well, that ties in what we're talking about. Big swings,
yeah,
big different. No one was doing it at the time. No one knew how to take it at the time.
right, right. Well,
Even Epic has that fast that no one has really caught on to yet, that
right, right, right,
metal rap kind of
right,
delivery.
right. I mean, it was sort of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but
Yeah, that was more funk.
yeah, yeah,
But
right. I
I'm
mean, that's why I
just
said sort of.
semantics. Yeah,
That's why I
we're
said
just
sort of.
arguing.
They took the Chili Peppers style and made it heavier, kind
Yeah.
of, for that song. I really like people fucking bag on the Chili Peppers all the time, but I think they were really innovative. Like, I really do. I think
More
for,
than just Flea as a standout bassist.
yeah, yeah. I
Wow.
think for them to bring that much funk to rock music and to deliver it vocally like that, there weren't a lot of rap singers
Hmm.
then. There just wasn't. Like Anthony Key, I think what that band did, and John Frusciante especially, the textures that he played on guitar, it was different, dude. I really, really think like people can think whatever they want now. Oh, they're just a funk rock band.
Right.
Anthony Kiedis is a pervert. What the fuck ever. Um, but I think they were really fucking innovative, man. I think that they were doing something super different. Like they liked P
Hmm.
Funk and they liked, James Brown and they liked that
Right.
style of music, but they brought it to rock music. And that
You
wasn't,
were a little more into that
yeah,
style of music.
yeah,
I'm not against that style of music,
right.
but for me, the Red Hot Chili Peppers are one of those bands that
Yeah, no, I
kick up
get it.
the fun, instant hiss,
Yeah, I get it, dude. Yeah. People
And
hate the
it's
Red
not
Hot Chili
exactly
Peppers.
logical, other
Yeah,
than if you want to be like, I don't like funk music. Anthony Kiedis is kind of a fuck.
yeah.
But for me, with the Chili Peppers, it's except for some reason, Blood Sugar Sex Magic,
The song or the album?
the album.
Okay,
There's
great
a
album.
soul, a funk, a vibe on a
Yeah.
few of the songs on the album that I really, really enjoy.
Right on,
It
man.
never happens again.
See, for me, it was Mother's Milk. God damn, that album's good.
I've not heard that album, so
Okay,
for
that's the
me,
album before Blood Sugar.
okay. For
Yeah.
me, the explosion on the scene for the Chili Peppers was Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
Okay. Okay.
And then after that, no, I didn't like it. It's to me, any song they throw up,
I get it.
Californication
Yeah, I
is
get it.
exactly
It's
what. Anthony Kiedis might be as a person. It's stupid.
Right.
It's hollow.
Right.
There's no brain to it. There's no fun to it. There's no nothing to it. It's
Right.
just people like funk. Look at us. We write funk.
Yeah.
Flea's
Yeah.
awesome. And that's
Yeah.
how I feel about Chili Peppers. They
Yeah.
don't,
Please, awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
I don't, I, because of my tastes, I can't
Mhm.
put Anthony Kiedis on any great lists
All right,
for
on fair.
anything.
Yeah. So I think that if you were to listen to like the self-titled album, Uplifto Mofo Party Plan, Mother's Milk, and Blood Sugar Sex Magic, and check out that arc,
Hmm.
because that was their creative stuff.
Right.
Blood Sugar Sex Magic broke them open to the fucking universe. And they became something else. They really did. I'm not gonna lie and say they didn't. They became a different fucking band.
They became rock stars,
Yeah, yeah. And it's
and it
not.
reflects in their music.
Yeah, and I still like that stuff. I'm not. I love like Can't Stop. Is Can't Stop on? Yeah, yeah. I love
Right,
Can't
but you
Stop.
could tell they were like, "Oh shit, we're the fun funk
Yeah,
party
yeah, yeah,
rock
yeah. No,
stars
they
now."
definitely changed. They changed their music, dude.
Yeah.
100%. If you listen to those first four albums, it's a different animal, dude.
It's the artist, the artist
Yeah,
got the thing, and some people, especially artists, some people are gonna be like, "Oh, it don't matter, just keep giving me the money. I'm still gonna make
right,
my blood sugar
right.
sex magic." Some of them are gonna be like, "That's where the money comes from."
Well, dude. So I like Sugar Ray.
I know.
Sorry, but Sugar Ray wrote one song that people were like, "Hey, this is all over the radio," and then they decided to write
Why?
that song over and over again.
Hmm. But if
Just
you
like,
actually know Sugar Ray, you
yeah,
know Lemonade
yeah,
and Brownies.
yeah, yeah,
That album's
exactly.
cool.
I love that album.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's fun, it's
stand chickens
eclectic.
down. Yeah,
There's a bunch of
yeah. Big
styles,
black woman. I don't
but you can
know.
just tell they're not very good. They have
Yeah,
neat
fair. They're just
ideas.
having fun. They're just a fucking bunch of fuck ups. See, and I think that was the thing too with like Mark McGrath has
Mhm.
good vocals, not like he's not Freddie Mercury, but he's got
Right.
a smooth voice. And I think he sang Fly, and it was like, okay, A, I don't have to fucking kill my voice screaming and barking all the time. And B, we can get this on the radio and make fucking millions of dollars.
I wonder if it seems so alien to me because what? But I wonder if he's one of those guys that obviously loves music.
Yeah, 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 for
So
sure.
he thought at an early age, I love music. I want to make it with music. That's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
necessarily I'm a blues man at heart. I want to play
Right.
blues and I want my expression through my music. It's just,
Right,
I don't
right.
know. I love music. It's fun. I love guitars. So I
Yeah.
want to make music. And if he's not a nerd like me or a super, it's just like, I don't know. It's just basic. I just want to fly because
Yeah.
that's how I feel. I'm not complicated. I'm a airhead kind of.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
mean
yeah.
that in a bad way.
Yeah.
I'm not a deep singer.
Right, right.
I'm not gonna preach to you. I'm just having fun, man.
Yeah, yeah. And there's nothing wrong with having fun, dude. It's like Paul McCartney said, man. Some people want to fill the world with silly love songs. And what's wrong with that?
You need it. It's all a giant puzzle piece. You
Yeah,
need
dude.
Mark McGrath, you need Jen Christie, you need Mariah Carey. You could
Yeah.
even say you need Bob Dylan, who I could, you know what I mean? If
Yeah.
you were going, and this is, I can use this to wrap this whole thing up.
Yeah.
If you were going to love music and enjoy music through life and really live in the magic that it is. You need all of it. You need the
Absolutely.
Mariah Carey high notes that neither of us like, but you still need it. You
Yeah.
need the dirty, bad gangster rap because now they're telling us you need the blues because who's never felt that? You
Yeah.
need pop because sometimes you step outside and the sun is fucking shining
Yeah.
and you think you look handsome and you're just like, your wife ain't mad at you, your job ain't mad at you. You're just like, fuck, I don't know why. I'm pop, baby. I'm
Oh,
popping.
yeah.
I'm going. And you need,
Yeah.
I'm so sad and I don't know how to express it.
Right.
And you need that. It's
Yeah.
all part of living life as a human to the fullest, whatever that means. If that means for you reaching God
Yeah.
or enlightenment, music and the way art and expression happens is a core thing humans need.
Absolutely, man. 100%, dude.
So, what do we want to
With that,
do?
yeah.
Never mind. You know what?
Yeah, go for it,
We
brother.
pulled in a long episode. Check out those extra songs.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and that'll give you a better feel of what happened here with this album and me. You'll like the songs. You might end up wanting to bring them up and talk about them. So we might have to do something if you're interested. They're good songs.
For sure, dude. I do want to say, like, just to wrap up the album, I 100% loved the album.
I'm
It's
glad.
totally my style of metal. Like, I love
Mine too.
the, yeah, so, and like I said, it reminds me of Corrosion of Conformity,
Hmm. Hmm.
John Bush,
Yep.
John Bush Anthrax,
Yep.
and Blackstone Cherry. Like
Yep.
it's very very good. So I like it, dude. I feel like we're both kind of getting gravelly voice towards the end of this thing here. I just
It's that
realized
time
I'm
of
kind of
year.
yeah. We're both getting a little bit of gravelly voice.
What do
Uh,
we want to do next? What are we thinking?
let's do the self-titled Brooklyn Casket Company.
You, okay. What we did? We did rap because I still want to do Devil to Pay also while we're
Okay.
hanging out. And so let's do. Yeah, that's three. Let's just go ahead and do like we did for rap. Let's do a little
Yeah,
Doom.
we'll do a little triumphant
Yeah. Okay. So,
trinity.
ooh, that's gonna be interesting now that I know our next music assignment is Doom,
Yeah,
and my week is getting ready to start tomorrow.
nice, nice.
So that's going to give me a neat kind of framework to work
Yeah,
within for the next podcast. I like this.
cool,
I, this is a good
cool.
idea. I don't
Hell
know
yeah.
nothing about this group, so I'm excited for it. I'm
Yeah,
glad you liked Borgo Pass. I
I
wish
did.
I could would have thought or some way put together the actual playlist so we could go through exactly why I love them. But
Right.
we connect kind of the same way on music. So if you enjoyed how he delivered this line, you get why I would like another, and so on and
Yeah,
so forth.
absolutely. But yeah, so Brooklyn Casket Company is the guitar player for Overkill. It's his side project that kind of became his main project after a while.
Is it
Um,
straight doom? Is it
no, so this was the
big
thing.
guitar
You
work?
know
Like,
Overkill, right?
yes.
Okay, like thrash metal with the
Yeah.
vocals. So he wanted to get away from that, and he wanted to write like a heavier style of metal. So it's dude, a lot like the
It's
themes.
South Brooklyn, isn't it? South Brooklyn.
No,
Yeah.
South Brooklyn Casket Company is actually a casket company. So Brooklyn Casket Company is the band. You might have to write Brooklyn Casket Company
I
band.
did. Brooklyn Casket Company. Oh,
You might
band.
have band, yeah.
Because fuck Spotify again. They don't know what I'm trying to say here.
Right, because South Brooklyn Casket Company is actually a casket company in South Brooklyn.
Well,
But yeah.
I'll find them. They don't seem to be on Spotify, which means we're gonna.
Oh, no, they're on Spotify, dude. I'll try Brooklyn Casket CO. Don't type out company.
Um,
Because that's actually how they spell it, is like
right.
CO
Yeah,
dot.
yeah.
Yeah.
And something super important just connected in my head that I had to get. That's why I was like, oh yeah, I hear you. I'm listening. But wait a minute.
Yeah.
I need to make sure, writing this down now, I can find the effing lyrics. I'm tired of
Sure.
wanting to express how I like wordplay and the lyrics and stuff like this. And these last
Yeah.
couple albums, I've failed to do it. So for this
Yeah.
album, I'm making myself a note to put some kind of effort forward into making sure I have the lyrics
Yeah.
for the
Dude,
Brooklyn. What album?
we'll just listen to the self-titled one. It's their first one.
All right. Yeah, I'm in. Sounds
All
awesome.
right,
I'm looking
sweet.
forward to it.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I can't wait to hear what you think of them. It's great. I love them. So it'll be
Hey,
fun.
even if it sucks, we've already warned everybody that my taste in music sucks.
Yeah, mine kind of sucks too. All right, y'all. We will see you next week.
Yep.